the GMPCs.
All right, we are live.
Okay. All right, so
Hello, Internet.
we can get started then. So yeah, as we last left off, you had gotten into a brawl with some demons that just
Love
attacked at the end of the
a demon fight.
Rosenrake Theater. There you go. Show. Yeah, Amity, I remember you had tried to talk to Viridian Polis.
Yeah, and I did a little bit.
Yeah, you did a little bit, and he kind of just like brushed you off and said, "Well, I'll talk to you at the end of the show." And then the attack. So we're gonna pick up from there. You've just defeated the demons. There are some like terrified patrons nearby. There's a person in like Hell Knight armor that helped in the fight, and you have the guards. So
I'm renaming the stream to Theater Kids Know Everything.
Well, the first order of business is picking Amity up.
Yeah.
I'm conscious.
Okay.
I'm at about half hit points. Amity is going to get up, politely thank the Hell Knight, and then slightly quicker than is strictly polite, walk over to Lucian.
Okay, the Hell Knight nods at you and just lets you walk over. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Do you have any
game's paused, so I
identifying
can't actually walk
information
over, but-
for like what order they belong to?
What's that?
Do we have any information like what order they belong to?
I'm assuming these are the Asmodeans.
Well, all of them have Asmodeans.
Yeah, I mean they're all hell.
Because like some of the probably if they were helping us against like cultists, it's probably Order of the Scourge.
Yes, Order of the Scourge. Do they wear like badges or recognizable?
They do. They do kind of each have their own kind of like denoting like symbology, but like each of them has like their own custom like armor as well.
Gotcha. Actually, let's say Order of the Pyre.
Oh dear.
Oh,
That sounds flammable.
They're known for burning out cults and shit.
Oh, I like them. I like that. That is Iska's vibe, and therefore it is my vibe.
They're help.
They're
not to be fair, it's not the worst
on the stage
order
area.
it could have been.
That's what their armor looks like in general. I just posted it.
I'm not going to look.
I'm gonna look, just to be nice.
Okay. I have too many things open, and I don't want to have to reset them.
Oh wait, that's right. I could just post it in here. I think mids. But yeah,
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So that's where you went. You vanished about halfway through the show.
Went backstage, possibly stupid, talked to Liridian.
Well, the grounds are secured. I'm gonna ask any of the guards to like watch the entrances just in case more come in, and then I'm going to be probably guiding the party towards the backstage, assuming Amity holds true and is not lying to Lucian about having made an entrance with the theater manager.
Amity Amity wants to go on stage and detect magic. There was somebody there.
Okay. So you do detect pretty strong magic. But it seems like whatever it was is not there right now.
Damn it.
And as you guys are all walking towards the back of the stage, you see the Hell Knight having gathered themselves after the fight, walking over to you. And she speaks out and she says, "Hold! Before you go, you fight well. I am Opa Nessie of the Order of the Pyre. And who might you be?"
A problem.
I'm Lucian, Field Commission with the Pathfinder Society.
I'm Mary Flowers.
I see. Well, I hope you are a problem for the cult that has infiltrated this land.
Hi, Puff Pastry.
I understand that there are Asmodeans that have taken over this place. I am not with them, but I heard of the cult activity and I decided to lend aid. Are you working with the other Asmodeans that have taken over the town?
I am
We're-
no Asmodean, no.
We're independent operators.
I see.
Lucian's going to dispel the spell because he transformed his Wayfinder into a Asmodean holy symbol.
I'm not an
Previously
Asmodean,
did.
says the man wearing an Asmodean symbol.
He dispels it, showing its way as like a shining Wayfinder with
Or,
silver markings.
I'm sure there's other
She
devices
says,
that
well,
do that.
I had hoped that you were in touch with the local government here because I'm trying to collaborate with them, but since that is the case, I suppose my search continues.
We're recent arrivals. What precisely are you searching for? Perhaps we can be of service to each other.
Well, it is the mandate of my order to stamp out any cultists and radicals where they appear, and it seems that this has become a hotbed for such activity. Why are you here, if I may ask?
Cults,
Well,
we do not like them.
I have a personal grievance with the cultists.
and I a professional one.
Well, it seems our goals are in line then.
Mine is both personal and professional. Don't like cults?
Mine's mostly professional.
Don't like cults?
So, were you planning to, like I am, convene with the local government here and offer your sword?
Well, considering the local government, as far as I know, has been co-opted by another group, I'm going to try and get in contact with some of the rebels here.
Rebels? Given the circumstances, surely a firm hand is needed to stamp out this cult, and what firmer hand better than the followers of Asmodeus?
This is not a
Hmm.
Galaxian territory.
Don't like Asmodeus.
So she seems to be
Personal
getting more
grievance.
standoffish. She says, I see. Well, perhaps our goals are not as in line as I thought before.
If the end goal is the same, then the means are negotiable.
While I don't really approve of the methods that you are purporting here, I have no quarrel with you, so I will be on my way. Farewell.
Unfortunate. Was she a strong
walks
muscle
off.
Is there a
lady?
way we can get in contact with you should our goals align more fully in the future?
None that I know of. I do not know of any magical means. I am simply here to find the government.
Fine. Okay. Find the what? What happened to the government lost? Where did you last see it? You tried to
I
ask
mean,
your
I just-
mother? It always turns up when your mother looks.
What was
Funny.
the name of the Hell Knight? It was
Hmm?
Where's my pen?
Odessa?
What was her name again? I missed it.
Her name is Opa Nessie. I'll type it.
Yeah, you probably should, because I'm always very surprised when you actually type things and then I realize how I spelled them.
Yeah.
Order of the Pyre Hell Knight.
Scribble out an S.
Oh yeah, I thought there was two S's too. And possibly two B's.
It could have gone many ways.
Sure could. Depends on how good you are at spelling. I can't.
So, she walks off. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do with her. And now you're left in the theater.
I really wish I understood better what the Hell Knights thought they were doing here.
Asmodean things.
Well,
This is Magnamar. We don't need Chilaxians meddling. Spent enough time getting rid of them.
indeed.
They look for
They seem
weaknesses
to-
and exploit them.
Seem to crop up everywhere you don't want them.
Like cockroaches.
Oh, devils.
That's still too hot.
Do you say that in character too? Because
Did you just
No,
like
no,
pull out
that's-
a cup of hot?
The tea, yeah.
So
Does
no,
Amity
that's
just-
character.
Does Amity just pull out a mug of hot tea from nowhere and is like,
She could really use a mug of hot tea.
hey,
Hint, wink,
hey,
wink.
Lucian, tea man,
yes,
some
we're going to get.
soothing
we're going to
tea
get-
is in order,
We're gonna get behind the scenes. I'm gonna start feeding everyone tea.
like a
First-
good grandma.
Okay, so
I'll lead
yeah,
everyone over to the stage door where.
This
Liberty
is actually going to include like any like civilians that had been injured in the.
okay, yeah.
Carl.
Yeah. You try to find if any civilians have been injured. There are a few that are unfortunately dead, like 2 or 3. But you do find 2 people that seem to still be alive. And are you going to try to like take care of them and bring them back?
I'm going
I
to
actually
attempt,
still
yes.
have a soothe,
Okay.
so you get to bring some tea. I'll cast a soothe and at least get one person up.
Okay, yeah, you do it, and the person says, "Oh, thank you, you saved me." And
And,
yeah, you take the other one back for tea time.
Yeah, and yeah,
Okay.
Lucy, we're going to be doing the whole trauma doc thing where I'm trying to get people up before I start healing people.
Okay,
Because I can still spend 2 actions as like stabilize anyone who's still bleeding. So
gotcha. Yeah, you can roll your medicine,
Nature.
unless you're doing insurance or something.
I do have assurance, so
Okay, yeah, if
it's
you use
DC
assurance,
15 to stabilize, and then it's DC 15 for like the basic healing.
so it just works. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you're able to get the other person, so they're no longer dying. And you guys head backstage.
Yep.
Okay. So
Sorry,
you go
some
backstage.
updates on cat drama. I was not paying attention.
They're going backstage.
We're going
So-
backstage
Am I injured?
after.
I am not. Okay, good.
I haven't had time to like heal everyone up to full as of yet.
Yeah.
Because I basically just stabilized everyone out on the floor and tried to get everyone up as much as possible.
All right. So you head backstage, and you're greeted by a very flamboyantly dressed man with like a pretty magnificent mustache, hat, and he gives you a very ornate bow and says, "Greetings, my saviors. Viridian Paulus, proprietor of the Rose and Rake Theater at your service. What may I do for the saviors of the day?"
Well, I'm field commissioned with the society, and we're trying to look for a way into the city. He says, the city proper.
About to say, aren't we in the city?
Well, we're on like
Bridge.
We're what?
You're in
We're in like
Ordelia.
the little bit on the other side of the river at the southern end of the city. We need to get across the bridge.
Ah, yes. I suppose you mean you want to cross the Yandabakari River.
That would be the plan.
If I could read
Well,
the map, I would agree.
Normally, I would be suspicious as to your motives, but given the circumstances that you have lended your arms to us on this fine day, I feel obliged to grant your request. So, as it would turn out, I do know a way across the river. Some of my actors and I have journeyed across there to do research. It is of utmost importance that we recount the events happening in our city in plays like you've seen tonight, so that all may know living history.
As we've been away, a less dramatic retelling
List only knows.
might be very helpful. Do we know what has happened to the Lord Mayor?
We don't know exactly what has happened to her, but I do believe that she's still alive. She has been deposed by this Varus fellow, Asmodean, as I'm sure you're aware of, and he has sent his little soldiers all over the city. The Lord Mayor, I believe, has taken in with some of the more ne'er-do-wells of the city, perhaps those that live in Underbridge. She used to have connections to many of the merchant class, and they would work with the thieves guilds in the city. So I believe that she's kind of gone in hiding.
I don't know if I have any connections down there or not. Alyssa Boyle might know. Might be able to hook us up.
Ah, heard of her. Believe she's still around. The orphanage, correct?
I'm one of hers.
Oh,
So, yes.
you are. Well, seems that you were doing well for yourself given your performance in the recent skirmish.
What about
Had some luck.
Hyde March Manor in the Alabaster District? How's it looking? If you have any eyes there.
Unfortunately, we do not have much visibility into that part of Magnemar. Mainly only the lower city.
From Underbridge, though, much can be done. I'd like to pass by the Stone of the Seers. Certain house.
Well,
Just see how it is.
for the Stone of the Seers, you'll be in luck, because the way I know across the Yonder will lead you right into the Keystone District, near the burn. It is a tunnel. I believe it was built a long time ago, sometimes used by smugglers and the various thieves guilds, scrawny gangs that infest the city. But my actors and I have a pact with them. What's that?
I just love the city. In and out of character.
It is full of weirdness.
Any good city needs a good underbelly.
So, if you would like, I will be happy to show you how to get to this tunnel, but I will warn you, if you run into some of the ne'er-do-wells that inhabit it, I cannot guarantee your safety.
That's all right. We tend to be used to handling that ourselves.
We can guarantee our
Indeed.
own.
Can we borrow the backstage for an amount of time before departing? It seems some of us are still injured, and I would like to be
Of
up
course.
at full.
Certainly.
Like in it.
A safe house in general might be helpful. You may be antagonizing the Asmodeans on your own behalf, but I'm afraid our presence will not be something they take lightly.
Well, you are welcome to use the Rosenrake Theater as your safe house, and I believe you mentioned you knew some other information that you were willing to tell me before this all happened.
I did.
What was it? Great question. Let me check my notes.
No, I'm just
This-
trying to decide how much Amity really wants to. She didn't realize that these guys would be able to sense the amulet.
Well, it's
Immediately.
Amity, so the modus operandi, the modus operandi is, I assume, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Amity is going to release the information about Andon and the veil.
Oh, truthfully, with no spin.
No
Okay.
spin, but also, the amulet information that's actually relevant to what's going on here. She's not saying.
Oh, so she's giving them old news. Okay.
I think
It's
that
still
you.
new news here.
It's
Correct me if
not
I'm wrong,
gaslight, but it is gatekeep. Goblin!
I thought that you told them that you were the one they're after, and you.
Oh,
told
I
them
might
about
have.
it.
I was
Yeah.
I was feeling stressed.
That's definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you said. So yeah, you tell him about Andon, and he says, "Fascinating, amazing story." But
Not
I
relevant.
do believe you said that they were chasing you specifically.
I have recently been the ward of a certain Zoran Eldenor.
Ah, the wizard's house who was raided right before the cult appeared.
Yes, it was an interesting evening for all involved. What do you know of it?
I'm unsure who perpetrated it. I thought it to be just some kind of local criminal activity. It is strange that the cult appeared right afterwards, but I didn't see any trace of demonic activity in my research into the matter. It seemed just to be a regular run-of-the-mill criminal attack.
I believe it was the first activity of the cult in the city.
Strange, because the cult has always been rather loud. They make no real efforts to hide who they are, and they almost exult in the terror they cause.
Perhaps there weren't as many of them here at the time.
Perhaps.
I do not fully understand their motives, but I do have reason to believe they are still pursuing me.
And what gives you that thought?
I don't know whether you had a good vantage point for this altercation in the theater today.
Well, I regret saying, but I was hiding backstage, cowering behind the desk, so I did not see much of what was going on.
You should talk to your guards. They rather made a beeline for me. I'm afraid my friend Lucien here was probably a little put out I was visiting you and not where he could protect me.
Well, they sound like noble souls indeed. I will have to give them a raise. Very well. I'll ask them about it, and I'll take your word for it if you say they're after you. Do you know why they might be after you?
I believe they are seeking a certain artifact last seen in the possession of Zoran Eldenor. I don't know what has happened to the wizard himself.
Artifact? Do you know what this artifact is?
I believe it took the appearance of a golden amulet.
Interesting. He's taking notes. He says, well, is there anything else you can tell me about it?
I am still learning myself, and there is much risk in this knowledge and information. I hope that there will come a day I can come and tell you the story in full.
I hope so as well, and you've already given me so much, and your strength of arms and your wonderful tales. You are definitely free to use the theater however you fit during your journeys here, and I would definitely appreciate if you gave me any updates you find out.
We will. And do you by chance have a smithing forge real quick? My shield's a bit damaged.
We do not have one in the theater, but there is definitely one in Ordelia. I can show you how to get to it. I do know the smith. Good man.
Thank you. I can fix it myself. I just need a flat table and something hot.
I see. Well, tell him my name, that I vouch for you, and I'm sure he will let you use his forge for a good rate.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
How hot do you need, Lucien?
Enough to be considered a crafting forge to get the bonus. I mean, I can do it out in the open without the tools, with just the field kit, but I get a bonus on the repair checks if I have a forge proper.
So I can't be a portable arc welder for you with a produced flame and an electric arc?
No.
That would be fun. That was fun, though, when we decided to do mechanical engineering with no concept of what mechanics or engineering is. But that was fun and extremely deadly, and I'm amazed none of us died or got hurt.
Okay, he says, well, seems that I have extracted all the information I can for you for now. I will let you know where the tunnel is. And I suppose you want to use this forge beforehand. Is that right?
Hopefully, yes. The shield's a bit beat up. Took some big blows out in the stands.
Indeed, indeed.
Perhaps we could stay overnight and go in the morning.
Of course. You are my honored guest.
What's the
Much
check
obliged.
repair? Hold on. Item. I think I can make that check without the bonus.
Yeah, if you want to use the forge, he'll just charge you 1 silver since, you know, Meridian Palace here.
Yep.
Food.
Amity has 1 third-level spell. Are we spending the night or not?
I mean, I didn't use a whole lot of spell work, but I also was at the very edge of the fightings. It would be nice if we slept a bit, I think.
I mean, I've got almost all my first and seconds, so if we want to go take the tunnel now,
I
can
used...
probably survive.
I would just need like a bit of
there we
time
go.
to
That was without
So
the
refocus.
forge.
I've got 2 third levels and 3 second levels. I used no first levels, and I do need a focus point back. But so I'm just gonna sit down while Lucian forges things. I'm gonna climb onto the top of probably like the prop closet.
Okay.
Lucian, how long do you think
zone
the
out
repairing would take?
It's 10 minutes per crafting check.
Okay, so I definitely enough time to regain focus points.
And I don't have assurance crafting, so I can't just fix it for free. I actually have to roll for it.
I'll
Unfortunately.
first and second my way through this.
You see Viridian Paulus watch Iska climb on top of the
Prop closet and
closet.
promptly like zone out.
And he starts just taking notes and smiling.
What's the next character? I can't wait to see. I want to see the play that that my character is inspired. This is some meta ass shit. Like, this guy's had 0 interactions with me except for my weird comments.
Don't.
That's why he's taking
mind her.
notes.
What time of day is this?
Am I going to be
What type of
inspiring?
what?
Is next?
Do we know what time of day it is?
Oh,
So the play probably happened in the evening.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fairly late, and you guys don't feel like there's any great risk in sleeping here. Like, it seems safe
Alright.
enough.
Well, it means we don't have to go to whatever. Means we don't need to go to whatever choice of thingamajig we got.
Yeah.
I mean, our biggest danger is the Phantom of the Opera, but this isn't an opera house, so we're good.
I think Amity
Yeah,
will
you're
find
good.
a nice. If we spend the night, Amity will find a nice interior room since there seems to be a range of detection,
It's just gonna.
and she doesn't have a better way to mask it yet.
Oh, I'm definitely hiding in the prop closet.
Instead of the regular one
Okay.
for once.
Listen, honestly, the first thing I thought, both in and out of character, was so many interesting places to sleep when they offer the theater as a safe house.
Okay, are you hiding in the prop closet?
I mean, is it a prop closet or a prop room, actually?
Like, I guess the question is, are you just sleeping inside of it, or are you making an effort to actually stay hidden inside of it while you're outside?
I will not be visible to the immediate eye. I'm not making a concerted effort, but you definitely will have to look a little to find me.
Gotcha.
I'm also setting alarm.
Okay, on the closet. So if the closet opens,
I guess. I mean, I normally set alarm as a circle, but normally we're all closer together. And when we're indoors, setting alarm is always so much more of a problem.
Whew.
all right. So you all turn in for the night.
Can we get some tea? Can we assume that we at some
Yes,
point?
I'm
Yeah,
healing.
I want some
guys-
tea in real life.
You guys can totally heal to full.
This is the reason I made Lucian shore up every party's weakness.
That undoes my
character.
wounded, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Once you're at full for 10 minutes, it removes your wounded.
Okay. And you awaken to a loud blaring sound, and Iska, you see a woman just like screaming in your face as she's opened the prop closet. She's like, "What's going on?"
Well, it's a good thing.
I'm gonna
That
I'm gonna
probably
make a.
that probably
I'm-
wasn't a good idea to do it at a traumatized war vet.
I'm probably gonna make a. I'm just gonna make a reflex save to see if Turk manages to stick the landing, falling out of wherever he's sleeping.
Go for it. Yeah, all of you
Fortunately,
wake
I
up
do have
as this loud.
some concept of.
That's a natural too. Turk is flat on his ass from being.
Fortunately, Iska has some self-control, so I just use bullhorn and scream back.
Does it
directly.
do any damage, or is it just loud?
It's just
loud.
really, really loud.
Yeah, it's just the make yourself
All
loud.
listeners within 500 feet.
Once
Okay.
we.
The worst thing
going
I'll
to-
do is scare the shit out of her.
She manages to not pass out, but she just like stops screaming. She turns away and just like quickly walks away.
I just sort of imagine, like, in like 90s comedies, and 2000s comedies where like two people come across each other suddenly and one of them starts screaming and then the other starts screaming and they're both just screaming at each other in their face for like 5 straight seconds. I imagine it was a little bit like that, except Iska was louder. A lot
Pretty
louder.
much.
Yeah.
All right, so you all are awake.
Message last night.
You did what?
Amity did cast a dream message last night with her last 3rd level slot.
Okay, your message was received, but you received no reply.
Yeah, it was one of the shouty ones.
Okay.
Oh man, Zora's dream message voicemail box is so crowded right now. Is there a limit on how many dream message voicemails he can receive?
He's getting them.
He's getting them. Yeah.
He's
I know when he gets them.
You're getting it's the texting equivalent of getting a red receipt.
That's terrible. Yeah. And also kind of funny.
All right. So you guys are all awake. What are you gonna do?
Amity casts mage armor and makes the amulet invisible and tucks it in.
Okay.
Well, we're going out in the streets, so I'm changing the Wayfinder back to an Asmodean holy symbol.
Okay.
Must you do that? It's terribly creepy.
What, the holy symbol thing?
The holy symbol thing.
Well, it makes me less suspicious in the streets, especially if we're going to get hassled by guards.
Did we ever wind up getting Amity some pants? And disguising her as at minimum a man?
Amity's not disguised as a man. Amity would not agree to that.
Middle-aged woman.
Come on.
Yeah, Amity can disguise herself as a middle-aged woman.
A human woman, at least?
Human?
Yeah, a human woman.
Okay, cool. Because I thought your big issue was that you couldn't pass for not an elf.
No, I cannot pass for not an elf. And in fact, natural appearance is a pretty weird elf at this point because of the face stuff.
Yeah, so...
Turk is simply attempting to not look extremely awkward.
However,
and failing
at a time.
Yes.
So I'm
probably put Turok in like a trench coat or something.
Oh yeah, that doesn't make him look worse at all. Now, not only does he look awkward, he looks creepy because he's wearing a luchador mask and a trench coat.
I mean, it's a big city. You know, seeing like a Strix here isn't going to be like...
Yeah. It's less the
Strix part, it's more the luchador mask.
It's less the Strix and luchador part, it's more the obvious cadence of this person is not from around here and clearly has no idea where it's going on.
Tourism.
Yeah. I think
Emily borrows a cloak with a deep hood from the costume closet.
Mm-hmm.
Because while I have a magical disguise, it only lasts an hour at a time, so the best bet is to cover the blonde and the feathers.
Problem.
Iska makes zero effort to disguise herself. Because a gnome is a one-eyed gnome is a one-eyed gnome.
I mean, you could be any one-eyed gnome.
How many one-eyed gnomes do you know? Besides me.
At least one.
Besides me.
Right. So, are you guys going to head to the tunnel? Is that your plan?
Doesn't count.
We're hitting the tunnel. What do you mean? What do you mean Pathfinder Society doesn't count?
I mean, within... How many one-eyed gnomes does Lucian know?
A non-zero amount.
Besides Iska.
0.
Exactly. What is she gonna do? Wear a false eye? It's covered in scars.
Just wear eye patches over both eyes.
Well, she can't fucking see. I suppose I could move using Sensei.
Oh my gosh. So you travel to a place near the bridge, just kind of like a park near the bridge. And there's a rock that Viridian told you about, where if you just lift it just the right way, there's an entrance into this tunnel.
Yes, Nathan.
You're able to find it without too much of a problem. And you get into the tunnel. It's fairly long and dark. You walk down it for a while, and then you come across a man blocking the way. He's just standing there, kind of like eyeing you from afar.
Amity will call out to him. Hello, friend?
He says, "Well, I don't get visitors very often down here. Why don't you come a little closer so I can see your face?"
All right.
Detect magic. Does he seem to be alone? Or is there any...
I mean, it's not detect people, it's detect magic.
No items.
Yeah, you don't detect. Okay, you detect a little magic from him.
Just from him?
Yeah.
Step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly.
Very.
Lucian, you want to walk up with me?
I'm gonna
Volunteers
pause the
tributes.
game.
Although that's probably
All right. So you walk to about there, and he says, all right, that's enough. Well, let me introduce myself. Name's Hogan. And, it's not often people come in this tunnel down here. I like to keep an eye on it to make sure that no riffraff enters the city and such. For an upstanding man like me doesn't want society to go downhill after all. Well, if you're down here, I'm guessing you've got something to hide, am I right?
Trouble's complicated these days. You don't need something to hide. You want to avoid trouble?
Roll deception.
I mean, she's not technically lying.
Yeah, I haven't.
I'm
I haven't
going
actually
to.
done the
Can I
lie.
attempt to aid with deceptions roll?
You might not technically be lying, but you're trying to make him think like no one's looking for you.
Can I aid with intimidation? Can I just scare the man into
You
believing?
can aid with intimidation, sure.
I see if I need it.
23.
Yes. DC is 15 now for aiding, by the way.
Yeah,
They
you mentioned
changed it
that,
from-
which I'm very pleased by. Now I can aid by glaring at people even more. I will intimidate all of the things.
All right, one sec. Just want to make sure I'm treating this DC fairly.
You do see kind of Lucian kind of twitching his dynamo, just in case.
Amity smiles at
Okay.
him.
So I give you a really high DC, but you still beat it. So
That's
He
because
says-
Amity is one skill and it's gaslight.
well, it's hard for me to believe that people walking these tunnels ain't got anything to hide. But guess you seem the honest sort. So
Look, friends well met are friends indeed. My name is Amity. I'm one of Elisa Boyle's girls.
Hogan of the Creepers, they call us. We're one of the scrawny gangs in the city.
Oh, of fucking course.
What?
Are you surprised?
No, they show up in literally fucking every adventure I've done in Verisia ever.
That's funny.
I mean, my playback
Why-
this game that's in Magnamar, my character literally is in a Scarny game.
Wait, so what's a Scarny gang?
Your usual
Yeah,
band
is
of
that-
like roguish ruffians and such.
They're like
Ruffians?
Verisian,
Verisian Mafia.
criminals.
They're
Yeah.
Sicilians.
So it's
They're
the Italian
basically,
it's the Italian mafia.
That was the original intent as penned, yes. We haven't seen their recharacterization because they've been kind of recharacterizing in 2E when we see the content from there. But they're basically the Italian Mafia, at least in 1E content.
Yeah.
Nice. Hang on,
So
didn't we
Hagen
do
says-
hang on, in Hachi's group, didn't we do a game where we were all mobsters? We were like the cripple mafia or some
No.
shit.
I have no recollection of this.
No, hang on. No, it was Hachi's or Hatter's character was like a member of like the disabled mafia or some wild ass shit. Never mind, I'm thinking something else. I'm not sure it was
Disabled
Solarian.
mafia.
Everybody in their family was physically disabled in some way. It was real weird. I'm not sure how much of it was like Galarian and how much of it was just weird anime world building.
So
Anyway.
anyway, yeah. Hogan says, well, if you ain't got anything to hide, then I guess there's no use in me holding you down here. I guess you're free to go on your way, but I must say, my curiosity is piqued. Brings a band such as yourself down through this tunnel.
Well, have you tried crossing the bridge recently? It's basically a no-go for most people.
Very.
True enough. True enough. Well, all right then. I suppose I'll keep my post here. In case anyone else comes through. Don't want to be found.
Secret for a secret, perhaps.
Hmm? Very well. What
You
do you want to
first.
know? Fine, I'll give you a secret. Bloke that did the burn long time ago. Mad artist. Burned down almost seemed like a quarter of Keystone District. He ain't dead. Heard some wizard carried him off while he wasn't moving.
That is a good one. Here's mine. You heard when the wizard's house was attacked?
That
Before
I
all
did.
this mess started?
Aye,
I was there.
were you? What do you know about it?
The wizard and his apprentice, both still alive, both free.
Quite a good secret then. Well, this has been a profitable exchange anyway. Anything else you want of me before you head on your way?
Just good to know who our friends are.
I suppose you could call us friends for now, given the situation don't change.
What have you heard of Mistress Boyles? How's the orphanage doing?
As far as I know, she's still got her little kitties there. We keep away from them, seeing as they'd be missed were they to disappear.
As I recall, there used to be a fairly good relationship.
Between who?
Some of the little kiddies, when they grew up, didn't exactly go into legal professions.
Oh, aye. Some of them, while they're still kitties, work for us as well. You could say we're a different kind of orphanage.
Found family.
Everyone needs an apprenticeship, path to a future.
Of course.
You see things like I do.
Just because I got lucky with my path, doesn't mean my fellow students didn't as well.
You know, I don't suppose you'd ever be in the market for work. Seems like you're all capable lot.
Depend on the job, I think. I'm afraid some of us have some scruples.
But they're
Lucian is kind of giving Amity a glare right now.
Oh yeah, Lucian,
Amity
the
winks
only
at
one
him.
in this company without flexible morals.
If you guys want to know about who this is, you can roll society because
Oh yeah, I'll give you that.
you are from Magnamar.
I'm
Yeah.
not from Magnamar. Can I roll society anyways?
You can, it'll just be harder.
Sure, that'll be funny though.
I forget, is recall knowledge a trained or untrained?
Trained.
Well, I just can't, because I'm not trained in society.
Yeah, so Amity, you know, you've heard of this person. He runs a Scarny gang known as the Creepers, and they are known for
Exploding?
basically taking orphans and putting them to criminal work. Sometimes criminal work, sometimes just like regular old child labor, where they'll charge people to have them clean. But that's essentially what this person's doing.
If Amity has any one reliable scruple, it's protection of children.
So we
Yeah,
don't like
he's not a good guy.
No.
Yeah, no.
I know,
But
but
he's
his
potentially
morals
useful.
neither are we. But we also have lines we don't cross.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, Lucian is a latecomer and a weird and an outlier.
Lucian is a knight in shining armor. Amity is completely flummoxed by why on earth someone would do that, but also it's cute.
It cute as in a oh you sweet summer child kind of way. Turek,
No.
what are Turek's morals? Are they I get the feeling that they're not as flexible as he lets on.
Turk's morals are naive. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I don't
Turk's
think Turek's
falling over
really
the back
hammered out.
crowd, poor lad.
I don't
Yeah,
think Tarek's
Amity-
really hammered
little-
out his morals, and I think his morals would trend more towards Lucian's if he hadn't decided to start his adventuring career with us.
Yeah, Turek was
Does-
basically flung into a situation, flung like ahead
So
in
what are you guys doing?
becoming an
He
adventurer
is letting you
path.
past.
Is Amity like tensing up, ready for combat or something? Is she like
No,
about,
Amity
like
is totally relaxed. She feels like she is in control of the situation.
Very chill.
okay?
Master Hogan, while I could see an opportunity in the future for favors to be exchanged, I'm afraid I wouldn't do anything that would upset Mistress Boyle were she to learn of it. You know her and her reputation. If you have something I could help you with, let me know. We can exchange favors.
Same then. All right. Y'all might as well be on your way.
I think so.
You see Lucian kind of massaging his dynamo.
It has no muscles.
Well, no, it still has like all of the nerve endings because it's still
Amity
a
just
magic.
Yes.
Put the hand on Lucian's elbow, just like an acknowledgement. I see it. I know he's a creep.
He
All
does
right,
not explode.
Yeah, so are you guys just going to like peacefully walk past?
Yes, we're walking
Yeah.
past.
Okay.
I am
let you
strongly
go.
tempted to cast Rouse Skeletons on him, but that's just who I am as a person. And I think it would be funny. Or to hit him with agonizing despair. I think that would be very funny. And very
Hey,
cool.
Noah.
Yeah.
Do what you
I
want.
I'm
happen
not
to have
going
a-
to. I'm not going to. That's
I happen to
something
have-
that's like got consequences for more than just me, unlike licking questionable items. So that's not something I'm going to do. But I do think it would be a fun and cool thing.
Noah, I happen to have a spell that feels right up
Oh, or Sepulchral
Disco's
Mask.
alley.
I never get close enough to people to do Sepulchral Mask.
But like every
So-
time you throw your light laser, you trigger it. So
You guys can all roll perception checks.
oh yeah,
Rip the spirit. You supernaturally rip the spirit from a living creature's body, dooming the target to pain and death. They take 5d6 negative damage, depending on their basic fortitude save, and drain 1 if it fails.
So yeah.
What level? 5? When do I get this?
God, I know Lucian.
Ninth
Rolling initiative.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
ba-
initiative.
No. Ba-
Wait, what are we
basically,
rolling? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Yes.
Blind or no?
It
There
doesn't
you
have
go.
to be blind. Amity, Lucian, actually all of you. Yeah.
I see everything!
Yeah, you do notice that there's 2 individuals kind of like hiding in the shadows here. They don't make any moves though as you walk past.
Lucian's going to say, "I see you."
I
Amity
really want to
wins.
cast Sepulchral Mask.
One of them just smirks at you. He opens his mouth and his teeth are like mostly rotted out.
Fuck you, I'm casting Sepulchral Mask.
What does it do?
I put it.
Why are you casting it?
I want to make
That's
them
I
regret things.
Are you
Alright.
sure this is a good
Roll
idea?
initiative.
Sorry.
It happened.
You rolled
Okay, so who do you cast it at?
So it's an aura.
on themselves.
Oh, you cast it on yourself and everybody. Okay, everybody else has to make a save.
I'm basically just. Can I be discreet about this? Is it possible to be discreet about this?
Can you
Yes.
not-
Do you have what's the name of the feat?
Manifest an illusion.
Well, okay, so here's the question. It affects enemies in the area. Do you consider these people enemies or no?
I consider them questionable at best. My mouse just stopped working.
Well,
Yeah.
if they are not an enemy, they don't take damage. If they are an
Yeah.
enemy, they take damage.
Just
It's
wanna
up to
freak 'em out
you.
a little.
Like, if you want to hit them with it, you can. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything.
I just want to freak them out a little. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with. Maybe I should have just glared at them.
I just intimidating glare them.
Yeah. No, you're right. Hang on. My mouse is.
Yeah, just you also don't want to spend the focus point not in combat.
I know, but I never get to use it. I never get close enough to people to use it.
Yeah, because it only affects enemies. So, I mean, it's not going to do anything if you don't
You're
consider
right.
them
I'm
enemies.
sorry. Okay, well, my mouse isn't working.
All
Hang on,
right, so
it's-
you can roll your intimidation then.
I have some
Well, I would
batteries
love
for you.
to, but I can't get my mouse to respond properly. So give me a second. Oh, okay. It didn't like that either. One moment, please.
Sure.
We're moving on.
Okay,
so.
they were gonna fix their mouths. Yeah, you guys are moving on.
Yeah, no, I would love
because
to cause problems, but I can't.
the intimidation is not really going to greatly change the outcome here.
I just
So
want to
we can move along.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys walk past, glaring at Hogan and his two henchmen here. And after a while, you emerge into an area that looks very like burned out. Like, there's buildings that are just like blackened
Got
with
it.
soot. All right, nice. Some other ones have just like boarded up windows.
Isekai
Okay.
protag? Maybe. Not my best work.
So yeah, can you see the map?
Nope.
Keystone?
I do not have vision permission.
It is
Neither do
because
I.
you are not
Oh, there we are.
there.
All right.
Let
Anyways, I got a
me-
16.
Lighting.
Oh shit, fog of war. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. Global illumination. There we go. Okay. So you emerge into the Keystone District. And yeah, anyone familiar with Magnamar is going to know that this place is called the Burn. That, like Hogan told you, was burned down some time ago by an artist that went insane. What would you like to do from here?
A wizard took the fellow who caused the burn. You know, after the last few weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if that was Zora too.
You think Zora caused the burn?
I don't. I
Wouldn't be
don't.
surprised.
I don't think.
Well, not
he's
he
the
didn't cause the
type.
bird.
I've met
He
him-
went after the guy who caused the
No.
burn.
I
A
want.
kobold.
If you all don't mind, it might be stupid, but I'd kind of like to go by my house.
That.
After
Yeah.
talking to Viridian, there's perhaps some question about whether that was in fact the cult.
Well, let's go searching for evidence then.
Well, considering there seems to be a cult within the cult.
I didn't
Within the
ever
government.
establish like a specific location for the house other than in a nice neighborhood near the stone.
It's there.
Oh, okay. Oh man, we got a corner property on the park.
Yeah, you have a
Nice.
nice.
Sweet.
Zora makes money.
Where's me? Oh, I'm the game master, so I don't have a character. I control everything.
He's
He's
He
everywhere.
is
Everyone
God.
He's
He is God.
Sorry. Hold on. Let me make it so she can hear you guys. You can tell her that. Go on.
Oh yeah, he's God. He's basically
Oh,
God.
it's still not doing it. Okay. It
Now?
just put the music through. It put the music through.
Ah yes,
That,
soothing
but
music.
nothing else.
You might need to go through Discord's audio
Discord.
devices.
The other child.
Oh, look, you'll be able to say hi in a
Childs.
second, sweetie.
2 childs, yes.
There, say hi. They can hear you.
Hello.
Hi. Anyways, your father is God.
It's true. It's true. He
He's
decides.
that one character. He has everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They mean like I control the world and they control the main characters inside it.
Like playing make believe.
Yeah. I played
is-
it with you once once.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's Amelia, sweetie. You want to say hi?
and then God can choose to kill us at literally any moment.
Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Rock's fall, everyone dies.
The joke had to be made.
I love you, sweetie. Good night, Mike.
I have a character for D&D because I have this campaign where my mom is the DM.
Nice.
Ooh. See,
Ooh,
nice.
hear that? She played a campaign with her mom and she was the DM.
Heck yeah.
And my dad, and my stepsister, and my stepbrother.
Oh,
Yep.
whole family.
That's awesome.
And I haven't killed any of them yet.
Yet.
At level 2!
Level
Congrats.
2, all right. Okay.
It was our
So
second. It was our
I'm gonna
second
get
time
back to
playing
doing.
when
You
we
can
got
talk about
to
what you
level
love, but I'm gonna
2.
get back to running this because
All right.
you've been hanging forever.
Say bye to Alicia.
Bye.
She said bye. You can say bye. Good job. All
Good
right.
job.
Back to the game.
So So yes, back to the game. Yeah, so you want to try to go to Zora's house?
Yep.
Do.
Making my way downtown.
To the wizard's house.
All right, there's my notes.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you're familiar with this area of the city. So you start making your way up there. There we go. Are you running detect magic all the time?
Yep.
She always is.
Okay.
It's an exploration activity. Yeah, repeat a spell.
My exploration activity is sustain a spell.
Yep.
All right. Actually, his house is here.
And I am constantly scouting.
You're walking down the street. You do see a few.
Search.
Okay.
Exploration.
You see a few Asmodean patrols, but none of them really hassle you. They're
I've
just
got the
kind of going about their
Asmodean holy
business.
symbol anyway.
Yeah, they did. So when you're passing the Church of Pharasma, Amity, you start to detect unusual magic. It's coming from inside of it.
From a church? Wow, weird.
Like, this is different from what I would have felt passing through the neighborhood previously? Like, this is new?
Yes.
That's odd.
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of familiar, kind of similar to something that you had experienced when you were in the Vale.
Amity will put it on her mental list of places to stop, but she's a little single-minded right now. She doesn't really make a comment beyond. That's odd.
So, yeah, you walk past the church. And, yeah, you're in your old neighborhood, and you see Zora's house, which stands similar to how it's always stood. It doesn't look damaged. It looks to be well kept.
Do I have a door key on me? Can we assume that I do?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna walk up to the front door, and if there doesn't seem to be like a lot of attention on us, I want to just quietly let us in.
All right,
How
everybody.
big is the house?
I will leave that up to Jennifer.
It's like I think like Fifth Avenue townhouse, like a fancy New Yorker sort of place.
So everybody roll perception.
Boy.
Perception, not initiative.
Perception is like the only one I routinely roll blind because I don't have to do anything to do it.
I like knowing what I see. I like seeing the numbers go up.
So Lucian and Turek, you notice like it's a fairly busy street. But you notice that there's like a few people around that are just like, kind of sitting around, and they keep like just every, 30 seconds or no, they just like glance up at Zora's house.
Oh dear.
Eyes are on us. We should get in.
Is there a back entrance to the house?
Yeah.
We could go around the back. Can you keep an eye out for people watching, see if that's a better way in?
I don't think it's going to make a difference. Come on.
If they watch the front, they will watch the back.
All right.
They're posted
go
out
in.
here, so...
Okay. The door opens. And he has a foyer. So
Yeah.
you walk through the foyer and... Hold on. I figured you'd want to go here, so I made a map.
Nice.
So,
I love it.
you were
Yes,
inside
I
Zora's
love it.
house.
I'm going to close the door behind us.
Yeah.
And then probably bar the lock.
Okay. You close the door and you, yeah, we can say there's a bar. That's fine.
Most houses
Locked.
have some sort of lock on them, yes.
Turek just kind of like looks around and says, Amity, you lived in this place?
Damn, bitch, you lived like this?
What, like?
Yeah, so it's a nice house. It's a nice, well-to-do house.
Yeah.
It is like still pretty clean inside. It doesn't really look like it's been abandoned.
It's not even dusty?
Amity doesn't
It's
think
not,
she's
like,
going
pristine,
to get a response, but calls out anyway. Millie? Millicent?
You hear nothing. Your voice just echoes through the house.
Not you, kid. I named an NPC in my story your name. Sorry.
Deal with it.
Oh, was that her character's name?
No. I named a character Millicent and then called her Millie, and my daughter's name is Millie, and I didn't realize it till later.
Oops.
Got it.
You didn't go, wait, that's my kid's name?
Well, and then we got to the Vale, and all the newbies there were called Millies, and I'm thinking she's going to be so confused in the other room.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Millie
Yeah.
bread thing, yep.
Alright, let's...
It all ended up happening upstairs in my room. But I got woken up out of bed. I didn't see anything else going on. I don't know what happened in the rest of the house. It's probably worth looking through all of it.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to where we're just going to use this floor because I don't have 2 floors. So we will say this is the room upstairs.
Retcon.
Yes. So yeah, you go. Let me put you guys there. Yoink.
Yeah, I want to start
here's a
opening
bedroom.
doors and going through and looking for any disturbance.
That is not a bedroom.
All right. So you're looking and after you look for a while, it does become clear that people have been through the house.
Okay.
But they have tried to make it look like it hasn't been disturbed that much.
Lucian's going to draw his Falcata. I think there might be an ambush in here for us.
Amity is just quietly furious.
An invasion of privacy.
I'm going to be
Is
doing
that
a
a
scout
fucking
exploration activity. Damn, they got an organ in this house?
It's pretty nice, huh? Perception checks.
Turk is
everybody.
absolutely.
The organ is a mimic.
Turk is absolutely. What is that? Because I don't think he's ever seen an instrument of that scale
Oh.
before.
I keep rolling public. Why isn't it rolling public?
Because you're an
you
exhibitionist.
hear a door open. Like, Amity, you know there's other entrances to the house. Like, there's kind of a courtyard, and there's other entrances from there.
Amity.
The organ is a
They're
mimic.
in my house.
The sound sounded like it's coming from over here.
Quick, someone get on the organ, start playing the Phantom of the Opera theme.
Oh, I'll do it.
What's it
I have
got?
no instrument
I
skills.
was just
What
going
would
to
I
say,
roll?
someone start playing the Ganondorf theme from the Ocarina of Time.
I'm not trained in performance.
I'm
I
an expert
am.
in performance.
I'm done joking now.
come
Everyone
on.
should stack up on the Pathfinder. Oh, uh-oh.
Okay, so as you were looking around, you see a man in red and black who's flanked
believe
by
anyone.
some more people in red and black come face to face with you in this hallway. And he says, "State your business here. This house is under surveillance by Lord Varys, by order of Lord Varys."
Fucking live here, bitch.
As of
Amity looks
course.
to Lucian.
I'm going to deception.
Oh, my heart.
We're here on
He's
official
learning.
business.
Roll.
Oh, I thought he was gonna
We're
say,
here on-
I live here, bitch.
Okay. He seems a little suspicious. He says, "What kind of official business? Who are you with?"
You're not clear to know.
Give me one moment. We're Vareth's irregulars. We're their eyes in the city.
It's the regulars, eh?
Indeed.
Where's your badge?
He gestures towards his holy symbol of Asmodeus.
Okay. Roll one more deception.
Yep.
This is gonna be interesting.
Amity's keeping very, very quiet, but if this goes bad, she's mad.
We know.
Yeah, he
Now,
seems.
now, if you don't want to face termination, you're going to leave us alone now. There's clues in this house that you slobs haven't found yet.
Insults. Okay.
Oh, you get to do a special investigation.
Indeed.
All right. Well, I don't want to be on a bloody chopping block. Go about your business. You wish they'd tell us about these things, though.
You know how it is. Eyes on only if you're a part of it.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Well, all right. I don't want you to report us to Vareth or anything like that, so we'll be on our way. All right, and they exit the way they came in.
Amity leans forward to Lucian. That was amazing.
Baby boy's learning to lie.
Anathema, make judgments without
Thank you,
evidence, contaminate evidence, obstruct truths. Well, this doesn't stop any of my anathema, so.
Hold on, I'm doing this for a reason.
Oh.
To
Scared
give you
the shit out of me.
experience.
Yep, because avoiding encounter gives you the same XP you get from doing the encounter. Fun fact.
Alrighty, there you go. 60 experience.
Woo!
I wouldn't
Let's
call it a
keep
silver,
searching.
but
And yeah, you guys avoided another encounter, too. You avoided Hogan. So let me give you experience for that. To add you to a counter to start it.
You had to know we were moving into a city. We were gonna lie our way through some of these.
We're gonna let our way through every single one.
Well,
touch.
we're not.
See how far you can take it.
What are we going to do? Leave a trail of blood behind us?
I mean,
That's for later. We'll get there.
I would prefer a trail of fire and misery. But
All right.
that works too.
So, yeah. After you sweet talk your way past the Asmodeus came to investigate, Amity, you do find something while looking through the house. One moment. So, when you had lived with Zora, when you were a girl, you used to always try to hide sweets because he wouldn't let you eat too many, but you had a board that you knew was loose in the house and you would hide them under the board and just, I don't know, almost by reflex, you decided to look under there and you find in there, there is a coin that seems to have some kind of magical message stored inside of it.
Oh.
And two old.
Amity will use a corner of the
arcade
cloak
games.
to pick it up for now. I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay. It doesn't trigger, just touch it with the corner of the cloak, but you do have it.
And two
And
old
I'm
hard
gonna
candies.
keep opening doors. I am also looking for any sign of what happened to Millicent Fuller, who was the housekeeper. So I want to go into the kitchen.
Okay. Roll a perception. You look through the kitchen, but you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It seems like people have opened almost every drawer and looked through things, but anything that wasn't of note had been put back. So for the most part,
I have an idea when we were in the study of what might have been missing.
things they might have taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a photographic memory of everything that was in there, but it does seem like they took some of Zora's personal books. He was writing books, and some of them were magical theories, some of them were more like journals. All of those are gone.
Man, if they're stealing just texts from whoever, I can't imagine what they've done to hide much mana should they have sacked it.
I want to find my bedroom.
Okay. So yeah, you find your bedroom where you stayed. Many things are gone from here. It seems like this was of particular interest to them. Like I don't know if you had written a journal or anything like that, but just many personal items that you had.
Yeah, all of my studies were in there.
Yeah, so this looks like of all the other places they picked through this the most.
They must have known I had it.
I thought you would just leave it behind.
They probably saw Zora give it to me right before the teleportation spell went wrong.
They thought you would leave it behind.
Well...
Or they wanted to know more about me.
Fair.
Well, it's clear this wasn't some generic robbery now. Between the eyes out front, the guards inside. How...
Were the cultists the ones who went through everything, or the Asmodeans, or both?
Likely both.
Bold of you to assume the Asmodean, or the Cult of the All-Seeing Eye, just didn't show up as a false flag.
Are we sure they're separate organizations?
I believe it is more like a parasite.
It would be, I mean, just living in Galarian, it would be highly unusual for Asmodeans to be, like, working with goals aligned with demons. I mean, maybe they might use them from time to time, but it would be unusual for them to have the same goals. You're working as
demons and devils. I'll be perfectly honest, I slept through a lot of that class.
They are both different kinds of evil. One is directionless evil, one is very organized evil. Both are very destructive. Asmodeans take over the government. The Cult of the All-Seeing Eye undermines the government.
Well, who goes through a girl's bedroom?
People looking for a girl with
But yeah, you don't find anything else in the house. The only thing you found was that coin.
I trust these people with my life, so I will call them all into the study and set the coin on the table and touch it with everybody there and see if that activates it.
Okay. When you touch the coin, you hear a voice in your head, and there's like a clamor along with the voice, like people shouting. The voice is Zora's voice, and he says, "Blossom, not much time. Overheard. Pediment building." And then it cuts off.
Does that mean something to me?
It's in
Pediment building?
Isn't it?
The Pediment building is like the seat of the Lord Mayor, like the government in Magnamar. It's above the sea cleft, so it's in the upper city.
I share word for word. And then I listen to it like just a few more times, just
because.
Sentimentally.
Yeah, I'll paste it here just in case you guys want it word for word.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Maybe that's where they took him? Or just a place he wanted me to go?
It's the scavenger hunt.
Well, if it's been name dropped, it seems like the direction we should head, but we're pretty about as far away as we can get from there.
Yeah.
A long way.
Perhaps we need to seek some other connections to get up the cliffs.
Well, my usual connections are inaccessible at the moment.
For the same reason.
At least what remains of them. I don't know how many are still left here.
If we have the theater kids, the actors.
The only thing I can think of is the orphanage, the school.
People let birds in everywhere. Everybody wants a bird to see them. Especially a government being taken over by.
So what would you guys like to do? Are you gonna leave Zora's house for now?
Yep.
Okay. You leave Zora's house. You walk out
Make
onto the
sure all the
street.
doors are locked before she leaves.
Okay. Yeah, you lock all the doors. And as you leave, a wasp lands on your shoulder, Amity. It stays there for a second, and then it flies off in a specific direction down the street.
Sorry to interrupt. I think we had a rather amorphous plan, but mine has just clarified.
Oh?
I follow the wasp.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the wasp, as far as wasp goes, it actually like flies it fairly slowly, almost as if it wants you to follow it. And after a while, you come to a domed building that you recognize as the Temple of Callistria, the Dome of the Sacred Sting.
Ah. Sorry, friends, I'm afraid I'm being summoned. I seem to have made some connections.
With what? By who?
What a home of debauchery.
What?
It is.
Wait,
You
I don't know
wish
anything
you knew
about
everything that went
Calistria.
on inside Lucian, and she goes right in.
Wait, what did she say?
She tells him he only wishes he knew everything that went on in there.
Okay.
Ooh.
She's bluffing. She doesn't really know.
Yeah,
I know, but you just called him a useless virgin, so.
you go into the temple, and one of who you presume are the priestesses say, "Welcome. Are you here to partake, or are you here for another reason?" And you see, like, there's
Business
like
or pleasure?
water, like a bathhouse almost. And there's people like fairly scantily clad, like sitting around the bathhouse, drinking wine, with people you assume to be customers.
Is Calistria like a brothel goddess, or?
So it's like the god of like, yes.
It's like revenge and brothels.
Yeah, it's revenge and sex. Sometimes both at the same time.
That does not sound like a healthy combination, but okay.
The savored sting.
So,
BDSM!
Yes, there is BDSM involved.
I was summoned by herself, I believe.
Ah, yes. Ayamira has spoken of you. One who would come. Please, come with me.
Iska,
Yeah.
would you keep an eye on Turek while he's here?
I'm sorry, I am in charge?
You're the oldest.
It has never mattered.
Okay.
But okay, I will wield my power with no response.
So are you all following the priestess?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iska just holds Turek's hand.
So,
Yeah.
she leads you through the temple, and eventually into like what seems like its office for the high priestess here, who stands up. She has like long black hair. She's an elf, and when she sees you, she locks eyes with Amity, and she says, "Ah, I can see that someone has wronged you deeply. You seek vengeance against them, do you not?"
I've gotten a few hits of my own in. But yes.
Well, then it would be our pleasure to help you in this task, but I must warn you. The one who seeks you seeks vengeance of his own. But it is a vengeance old, a hatred that has grown long over aeons.
I'm afraid I'm not really concerned with his motives. Although I haven't gotten so much as a name, just an organization.
Yes, who it is shrouded in secrecy for us as well. I can only feel the weight of his anger and hatred towards the ones that wronged him. Not you, specifically. Though you are their inheritors.
He doesn't seem to care much who gets injured in the process, and that I can't abide.
Well, we are in agreement there. So, how may the Sisters of Callistria help you with this vengeance?
I will be absolutely honest. Until faced with a rage I didn't know how to handle, I was a Shellonite. What aid can you offer? What is available?
We know certain things. We would be willing to divulge of them were you to ask specific questions.
Information is always a gift. But I have to ask the questions. What do you know of the cult that has attacked the city?
Cult of the All-Seeing Eye.
Yes.
Yes. They appeared merely a day after Zoranel's house was attacked. We know of it well because it's right down the street from us. However, I do not believe they were responsible for it. We patrol these streets in search of violent criminals, and from what we've seen, it did not seem to be this cult that attacked Zoranel's house. It was much more organized, and not ordinary criminals either.
What do you know of them?
I believe that they may be the ones who are in charge of this very city right now.
See, I told you it was the Asmodeans.
Yes.
It is just a theory, though.
I mean, is that
I
not how they
like
operate?
it, though.
It
Amity is
is.
very, very likely to be taken in by confirmation bias.
Amity is
Well.
not good at science.
I wouldn't be so sure. We've seen evidence that Abraxans are involved in some capacity. The demon lord himself.
Zora is not the wise, then what is he?
It seems that the target to receive our mistress's sting is clarifying. What other questions do you have?
What do you know of the fate of Zoranel the Nor?
We know very little. We know that he was taken, I believe. I do not believe he was killed. And
I know that he was not.
his apprentice disappeared. Unfortunately, their housekeeper met a grisly end, I'm sorry to say.
Kills the housekeeper, I ask you.
I suspected as much. The housekeeper was a wonderful woman.
Did Amity react to that news?
Obviously. I mean,
A little bit. Amity is pretty good at controlling her reactions, but there was a moment of just...
You did also just say she was a wonderful woman, like you knew her personally.
Oh, yeah. She did.
Yeah,
okay,
so, that was a unwise comment.
Ayamira's eyes kind of brighten for a second, and she says, I see you are more involved with Zoranel than perhaps you previously led on. Could I hazard a guess? Might you be this missing apprentice?
What if I were?
Well, nothing has changed then. Our Lady has deemed you worthy of receiving vengeance, and we will aid you all the same.
Amity will push the hood back. There doesn't seem to be any point in keeping up the deception here.
Yeah, it could be fun though.
Well met.
They know who I am, and they're seeking me. Are my secrets protected here?
Your secrets are well protected.
Do you have a way to hide an item, an object?
It is interesting you say that, because the Asmodeans that have taken over the city have locked down every single district, so no one can get in and out without them thoroughly investigating, and they have some kind of device that seems to dispel any magical disguise. We do not have anything that can penetrate that scan.
So I suppose we were stuck finding alternate ways in and out of the districts for now.
Ah,
I've got a
yes.
question.
Yes.
When we killed some of those cultists, they still have devices on them, right?
Oh yeah, that one guy had a device.
The cultist?
Not
No.
the Asmodean guy that attacked the theater.
The guy at the theater, the one with the swords, had a device.
The track that.
Oh, yeah,
Track
he had
Amity.
something, he had something different. But yes,
Okay.
he had something.
Did we like retcon that we grabbed whatever that was?
Sure, why not? Yeah, I can just say it is a pyramidal shape, like made of stone with some ruins carved on it.
In Thessalonian?
In
What's a language
Abyssal.
none of us know?
In
Abyssal.
what?
Abyssal.
I'm pretty sure one of us knows Abyssal.
Can we take a quick break for bedtime?
Yeah,
and-
yeah, let's take a break.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Okay.
All good.
You're a bit.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna go make myself
5
some tea.
Or 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
Give it
I
enough time.
am going to go refill my water bottle.
Sounds
Cool.
good.
Whoever gets back first gets to entertain the stream. And they're all gone. We will return shortly. There we go.
It's funny, like, what Discord decides to, like, trim on the green screen. My headphones are currently blended in with the rest of my hair, and they're also being cut. But I got an ube soft bread cookie.
Ooh.
It tastes
I have this. God damn it, Discord. It's like fully.
So,
I'm turning off. Like, how do I edit?
It's purple. It's purple.
I have this. That's. Yeah, I just have this. I am a sucker for these assortments.
But yeah, I got my mom. I got it's like those chocolate boxes that have like a bunch of chocolates in them. And then I got her the Godiva one for her birthday.
I don't know what other questions I should be asking, guys. So feel free to chime in if you have a thought. I do not want this to be the Amity show, and she's like
I mean,
a little freaked out. So
I mean, it'd be weird if it wasn't. This is Amity, kind of Amity's arc.
Yeah, I mean, I'm making it that way, so don't worry about it. I mean, it's more focused on you because you're in your city, so it's totally fine.
And I've already got my own. I've already got my own once in Magmar as well.
I'm a little at a loss.
I still need to. To be fair, I still need to go and write up the Turok doc and the Turok doc. God, a lot of it's happened so long ago that I can't remember. Like, what all?
It was a year ago.
Yeah, I think we are officially over a year now.
Yep. As
Yeah,
of a few days ago.
Yeah, as of this session, this is like our 1 year anniversary.
Yay! Happy anniversary, guys!
Happy anniversary! Yay!
Wow.
Celebrate.
When Noah gets back, we should just be like, "Happy anniversary!" at her.
There we go. There's the good shit. Oh yeah. Favorites.
Any thoughts about what we do with the amulet? I don't think we can leave it anywhere.
Keep it on you. Have to. I mean,
I took all other items, so somebody takes it, I can
link
it back.
Alright, so if we bust through one of the first checkpoints going into another district, we can actually take those devices and then figure out how it operates and how we can defeat it. Because if it just dispels illusions, it's probably going to be a counteract check of some sort based on whatever level the item is. Probably.
Do we want to bust through, or do we want to...
We're going to bust through once so we can do some information gathering. I was going to say go to the Petals district, but the Petals is in Absalom.
Are we trying to head directly up the cliff, or do we want to head Underbridge?
Going through Underbridge is probably the place that would draw the least attention. Because Underbridge is like the hellhole of like crime in the city. So a guard post going silent probably isn't like that surprising to people who are posting guards to prevent people from getting Underbridge.
And Amity wants to check in with some people dockside, see if I've got connections. Because that's where the school is. The orphanage.
Yeah, the school is here.
I'm back.
The school is in
right. The
Keystone.
university's here.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we left off. You were asking Ayamir questions about if she was finding out who you want to revenge against, and would you like to ask her any other questions?
Well, if they got ears of the city, I'd like to probe them a few questions.
Sure.
What do you know about Verith, the chief of security that's taken over after deposing the Lord Mayor?
Well, as you well know, he's an Asmodean. He had worked in the city for some time, maybe 5 years before the incident occurred, and he seemed to have been placing like-minded people as him in certain positions of power, perhaps planning this coup for some time. I know he likes to say that he did it to save the city from the cult, but I do not believe that's necessarily true.
So
Is he
you
native
think...
to the city?
See what?
Is he a native to the city, or did he come in?
He had no reputation here before he started as chief of security. As far as I know, he's not from here.
You know,
Might be useful information.
this
Do
would
you
be
know
so
what
much easier
kind
if LinkedIn was a thing. We could just check his work history.
Check his socials.
Outside the obvious, do you know what an Order of the Pyre Hell Knight would be doing in the city and where their loyalties may lie?
Fortunately, nothing outside of the obvious. Only that there is a cult here. If you're asking if Varus group of Asmodeans are associates of the Order of the Pyre, I do not believe so.
You see Lucian draw a big line across his little sketchbook, his notebook.
What about Hindmarch Manor?
Hindmarch Manor. It's in the upper city, correct?
Correct. It's the Pathfinder Lodge. Zora was known to visit there from time to time, but it's mostly known as a Pathfinder Lodge.
He was?
The upper city has become fairly inaccessible to us, as it's much easier for the Asmodeans to secure. None of us have been up there ever since the incident occurred.
Any thoughts on how we could get under bridge?
To get between the districts. I would consult with the Dreamers. I do believe there's been some buzz at Seneschal Tower lately. They always go on about dreams sent to them by Desna, but it seems a little more than usual lately, and given the certain circumstances, perhaps they know something.
I think we should also stop by the Temple of Pharasma. I didn't say anything while we were walking through, but something weird magically going on in there. And with some of the things that have happened around you, Iska.
That
might be worth checking in.
Who's Pharasma again?
Psychopomp god of death and life.
Oh. Yes, they may be relevant.
God of life and death, and anger against undead.
That may be very relevant.
Goddess of the cycle.
I suppose it's time to get in touch with Faith. Is the Temple of Shelyn in this district as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
When we can get to wherever that is, there's a place to... Zora's mother was a Shelynite, and she was on that list we found in the manor.
Interesting. What do you know of this list you found? Or are you telling that to her, or just the party?
She's probably overheard, but it's mostly talking to my compatriots.
Okay. Yeah, she will ask about it though, if you're talking openly.
We found a list of names in a manor outside of town that I think is a history of this side of this conflict, as best I can tell.
This is an ongoing conflict. Was under the
you
impression.
Remember I said that you were an inheritor. We do know that the one who wants revenge against you and your compatriots, he was wronged a very long time ago. And if you found this list, I would assume it is a list of those who have inherited the fruits of what he was wronged with before.
The top of the list was a gnome named Zanlin Barryhide that we met in a demiplane. Does the name mean anything to you?
No, I've never heard of him before.
He was an associate of somebody I took notes about.
Of
Been taking, like,
insert
20
name here.
Notes.
It
The
was
king.
the king. I can't remember. He's an ancient Thessalonian king.
It was the dude with the skull and the crown and the...
That's the necromancer.
You'll probably find it. Elan, E-L-A-N, is king. That was their family
Right.
name.
Do you know where we might find more information on that era in Thessalonian history?
A very long dead man.
We could always go to the library at the Stone.
The library at the Stone, perhaps the Pathfinders. But yes, we do not have much knowledge of that era. Try to focus on vengeance that needs to be enacted now.
Well, my only thought is knowing more about Zanlin might give us more information about someone who would be holding a grudge.
Do I still have his ashes?
I don't know, did you keep his ashes?
I did. I promised I would spread them outside the veil. I don't know if I ever did. Hang on, let me check my inventory.
You probably just carry him around then.
I do indeed still have Zanlin Barryhide's ashes right underneath an ancient amulet vaguely familiar that I think I got in like the second session.
Yep. So, she says, you may be correct in that. I wish we could help you more directly, but as with most people, the secrets of that era remain secrets to us.
Well, librarianship is probably surprisingly in our wheelhouse.
I definitely licked some of those secrets. I do say this out of character, not in character for the record.
It'd be funny.
Actually, you know what? I say it in character too. I probably licked some of those secrets.
She says, interesting.
They did not taste good.
I would assume so.
Some of them made me very ill. One of them give me the ability to see people that others cannot.
It sounds like we have two stops, Pharasma and Desna. And perhaps we can find the information we need to make it just a little bit further.
Ymira says, very well. It seems like your course is clear. If you find yourself in need of more information or have more questions, you may visit here again. I do wish you the best in your journey of vengeance. May Callistria's sting find your target.
I have faith. We'll find what we need to.
Faith look pixie dust.
As do I.
Faith in several magic missiles.
Indeed, that is the spirit.
Alright, so you guys leave the temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, with that inspiring message.
Alright. So you're back on the street. Where are you headed?
Erasmus still nearby, right?
Yes, Pharasma is nearby.
And then where's the other place we wanted to go to?
The other place is to the south, past the burn. So it's like
So
Pharasma, then Desna. It's the
Okay.
logical order.
Very nice.
Okay. So, yeah, you approach the Church of Pharasma again. And once again, you do sense that same strange magic. The temple appears to be closed.
Doors are
How close?
optional.
Is it locked?
It's locked, yes.
Cool. There are other windows.
There are windows.
Can I get through the windows?
You want to pick the lock on the
Pick the-
window, or do you want to?
Pick the lock, crawl in through the
can-
cracks. I don't fucking know.
I mean,
Do I
seems
have?
like you doing, but if you ask Lucian, he can
I mean,
force it open.
For some reason, I have thieves' tools. I don't know that I know how to use them.
Are you trained in thievery?
Nope.
Why did I buy you thieves' tools? At some
Did you
point?
buy me thieves' tools? Is
I
that
think
why
it-
I have thieves' tools? Would I let you level me up?
No, I didn't buy them at level up. I bought them at charge-in because I thought I was training you in thievery.
Why would you train me in thievery? When have I ever This is the first time I've ever tried to break in anywhere with subtlety. And that's because it's a temple and I'm trying to be mildly respectful.
Could you handle this particular door handle?
Am I being looked at by anyone else right now?
It's daytime. There's people walking down the street, so yeah.
I'm going to attempt to force it open with a Pathfinder. Was it?
Just sort of
Archaeologist.
casually lean against the door and then, yank on it.
I'm going to be using forced entry to try to force the door open.
Okay. People are watching you, just so you know. I mean, they will see this happen.
Amity will
We
stand,
could try the back
in
door.
between.
I glare at anybody who
Okay,
happens to look in our
roll.
direction.
Okay. It's a very heavy door.
We could have just knocked.
Nudge it a bit, but it's still closed.
Why
I think
didn't
it's
we?
very telling.
He's
that
going
that
to set
somehow
up.
occurred to us.
He's going to kind of use his body as a lever and try to get it open one more time.
As soon
Okay,
as we
roll
get
again.
caught, I'm gonna bring up that we could have just knocked.
Okay.
Critical success.
Nice.
So yeah, the door swings open. You hear some screams from people around passerbys. You hear somebody call out for the guards, but the door is open. You see inside the temple. It is dimly lit, and you don't see anyone inside. It seems oddly vacant.
I do that weird teacher thing where they knock on the open door frame and go, "Hello." They go,
So
"Hello."
I hate that I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
you would judge you have maybe a minute and a half before the guards come if you want
Iska,
to try to learn something.
Iska, this is all you.
Cool. I lead the way into the temple.
Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing you hurry into the temple.
Close the door.
The door.
Yeah, we closed the door behind us.
It's
Politely.
been forced open. The door isn't damaged.
And so it's not damaged being forced
Yeah.
open?
Yeah.
How
No,
does-
did you not see? You are trained to preserve the
Yeah, it's-
archaeological value of the location when
Oh,
entering.
okay.
So
I'm
it
guessing
closes.
it still makes a noise.
Yes, it's still
Okay.
But I get a critical success, which means I can avoid damaging it. Is the big thing.
Gotcha. You use a credit card or something.
It was forced entry, but only in that he didn't pick the lock.
It basically allows me to use athletics in place of thievery for everything.
Yes,
Gotcha.
my finger bones are very strong lockpicks.
So
Even while encased,
yes.
still encased in my meat sack.
It's like divinity, no sand. His finger bone. All right. So yeah, you make your way into the temple. Iska,
Yes.
you see several they look like priestesses. They are just kind of standing almost in a state of shock. They're muttering something very softly, and their eyes look like they're burned out.
Oof.
Oh,
It is.
Oh.
Eh.
Can I
Only-
Only.
Only Iska sees it.
Cool.
Oh.
Can I tell that these are ghosts, or am I still in that state where I can't quite figure it out?
I mean, you can. At this point, you think they're probably ghosts.
So I think these women are dead. And they were blinded before their death. I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, hello?
They just keep repeating something. They just keep repeating, corruption has come, corruption has come, corruption has come.
I repeat this to my friends. They keep saying corruption has come. It's priestesses of Pharasma, their eyes are burned out. This seems familiar. Why does this seem familiar?
And you sense, so Iska, when you were right about to fight the Valdries,
Oh, yeah.
you made a pact with an entity that you had found in the Vale that you let out.
Did I?
And,
I have no memory of this.
well, you all
We
let her out.
It's also, I believe, the same entity that we met before you joined us in the crypt where we fought the necromancer, if I remember.
I've fought several necromancers with you guys.
So she looked
This
like
was the
that.
original necromancer, I think.
Is she the
before
one
you
who
joined.
was she the one who called me names?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
Okay. I may not remember this then.
She called you the Thief of Fates.
And then she showed up again in the Valdres Castle.
Yeah.
Oh.
She showed
that who
up
that
in the
was?
Valdres Castle, and she aided you in the fight.
Yep,
and
that's the
Wait, no,
You
I
can
remember
call it-
she showed up behind an empty wall and then...
Yes.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And
It's
her
because she's in all
only-
my notes as spooky bitch.
Yeah!
Yes.
No, I remember this lady.
And her only request was that after you defeat the Valdries, she simply goes her own way.
Cool. Chill. Ominous looking eyes.
So, yes, you sense something similar to that kind of like sickening, nauseating, corrupt feeling that you felt when you had seen her with your abilities.
Oh, so you remember the gross lady from the Necromancer's Crypt? The one who made
Yeah.
us all feel ill. A bit like you lick a corpse? Yeah, this feels like her.
Like she killed all the priestesses.
Perhaps. The priestesses will not respond to me. I poke the priestesses.
Your hand goes right through.
Yeah, they are
And-
not in a state to respond.
And at this moment, you start to hear, halt!
Uh,
Whoever's in the church, halt right now!
We should probably.
Yeah, we should.
Oh dear.
Okay, are you guys running?
I mean, I was just gonna go deeper into the church.
Lucian is going to pick up Iska, and we're darting out the another door.
Oh, come on! If he's exploring!
The thing,
I want to do a perception check on the way through.
There's Asmodeans.
Yeah,
if there's
fake
any
him as
obvious,
Mobius.
like,
This is a
might have
mystery of murder! And
You
gross.
don't really notice anything. To you, the church seems like just empty.
no,
All right. Well,
can I make a perception check? It probably won't.
Lucian is very much about
You
to
can
pick
roll.
up Iska and run.
Okay.
Iska is squiggling. Squiggling,
Yeah,
wiggling.
you don't notice anything.
they come
Wait,
in and
can
then
I-
Amity's ready
Okay.
to lie. So
So, yeah,
Can I
you
do
guys...
Perception to see something.
Yeah, I just want to make one perception check before we go, just in case.
Yeah, Iska, you can roll a perception to see something, because you might see things other people can't.
I sure might. I have ghost sight.
No,
I can
you
see
don't
dead
notice
people.
anything
Damn.
other than what you have already seen.
We will be back.
So yeah, you guys like book it out of there. You are able to get out like right before the guards arrive. And you can kind of see like looking behind you that they're starting to go into the church, and you hear some like, "Hello, anyone there?" type shouts.
Iska is gonna like wiggle her way onto Lucian's shoulders, like small child on their father, riding on their father's shoulder style, and then say,
Iska doesn't get that. He's going to maneuver her under his shoulder so he can book it with her slung under.
"Oh no, I thought we
Military?
had." Well, when we do stop, Iska's gonna wriggle her way onto his shoulders and go, "You know, we could have knocked, probably.
I don't think there was anyone to answer.
We probably
No,
also could have
no.
broken into the back door.
Later. Tonight, perhaps.
Yes, Dad, their bodies are probably still on the
We're
premises.
going to be We're going to be about for a while, so we could always double back here.
Yes. Okay. On to the next goddess.
Shellen.
No.
Desna.
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 Shellen's not
is-
in the Keystone.
Okay. So you're able to walk to the south of the
We should
Keystone
probably
District.
find out how long the Church of Resma has been shut down, and if anybody knows.
The Desmans might know.
Did that? Although,
Godly communities, maybe they chatter.
yeah, that. No, the congregations talk. A lot.
All right. So
Out of character,
You,
I have a wild ass story involving church cheating and a whole kind of sitcom, like a soap opera esque romance scandal that I learned from a customer.
interesting.
Oh.
It's nuts. I felt so bad for that woman.
That sounds crazy.
I'll tell you guys later.
Cool. So, you make your way down to Sinisher Tower, which is the local temple of Desna. It's a very tall building made of like white marble with kind of blue spiral inlay running up it. And as you approach the tower, you see a woman coming out to
Don't
greet
love
you,
women.
and she says, "I dreamed of you.
I don't like that.
Hello."
I don't like
Which
that.
of us is she looking at, or all of us?
She has a very spacey look in her eyes,
Make
and
a
she's kind of
perception
like,
check. See if she's high.
see if she's what?
Hi.
That's. Oh,
See,
hi.
she's
I thought you
high?
said hot. I thought you said hot, and I'm like.
I didn't know
don't
you were playing
think
a bard.
that's-
No,
Oh, I'm 17 again. She hot?
I am playing the wrong character for that.
You are.
You go ahead. You can roll. You can roll to detect
Hotness and
pupil
highness.
dilation.
I would honestly believe that they're just always in a trance at the Church of Desna. So,
What is Desna the goddess of?
the night
Dreams.
stargazing, sleepwalking.
Ah. So
The
they're not so
night
much
stuff.
high as they are constantly sleep deprived.
I mean, Tara, can you roll religion?
Do I have religion? Is the question.
That's a
I
great
mean,
question.
yeah.
Why?
I am not trained in religion.
I should probably get religion.
I mean, roll society then. I guess that's
I'm
close
also
enough.
not trained in society. And that will
Okay,
work.
so you know
Man,
very
you
little.
poor naive little baby man.
Yeah, you think she's like high as a kite. You think
Yeah.
you know about some kind of
Do
weed
you want to know what
that.
I'm trained in? Do you want to know what I am trained in?
Punching people?
Athletics, acrobatics, intimidation, performance, crafting, occultism, gladiatorial lore, and warfare.
Yeah, I don't think any of that stuff's gonna help you here. So I mean,
Oh, you don't know
You-
shit about fuck, man.
you know that there's like some kind of pipe weed that the Strix you knew back in Arcadia used to smoke, and they kind of look like this lady. So you think that she is like high as a kite right now.
It is the dankest shit you've ever seen.
You never smoked it, but he looked like that sometimes.
Yeah, I never smoked it.
He's a good
The
little
smell
church
was
boy.
always
He's a
too-
good little Christian boy.
No, it's just that he has a really sensitive nose. It always smelled way too strong for him. This is also the real life reason why I never smoked it, because it smells like shit.
That's
I can't
fair.
do the smell.
If you knew we were coming, madam, you know we could use privacy for any discussion.
Of course, come. And she kind of like dreamily gestures back into the tower.
So in character, Iska doesn't fucking care why this woman is the way she is. Out of character, I really fucking want to know.
I
So
mean,
Desna is known to impart
Oh my-
dreams with like future divinations and shit.
That doesn't
to
explain
their
why this woman is
events.
acting like she hasn't slept in 3 days and is crossed past manic into just fucking hallucination.
it wouldn't be completely unusual for a
Desmond.
Desmond priest to be like this.
Pretty specifically. Like
Sure, I like
the kind of you would
yeah.
see in the like the Knights of not the Knights Last Well, the Knights of Ozim would have been more your adventuring type, where they more associate with the adventure and travel domains of her.
As opposed to the I haven't slept in 3 days and I can see and I can taste colors.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
The permanent
because you got to remember that the core 20 are kind of very kind of like broad in their
Well, yeah, they've got to be.
portfolios.
So, she invites you into the temple, And you see like inside there's a bunch of people, like a lot of them seem like they're asleep. They're just sitting down. And I mean, you know enough about Desna to know that this is kind of a way to worship Desna.
By sleeping.
Just dreaming, more or less.
I would be a terrible Desna worshiper.
Best place in the city for a nap. Half the students at the Stone were here all
Absolutely.
through finals week.
No, you know what? That's probably correct.
So she leads you up the steps, and she leads you into a room, and she just sits down, and she just like looks at you.
You know what we need? We need a way through the city.
Ah, yes. I had a dream about that. Started with a man, an elven man, being taken. And then you, all of you came right over there.
Giving me Dorothy
she-
vibes. You were in it. You were in
And you
it.
were there,
Oh my
and
God.
you were there.
She points to like just a spot in the room, and she says, "Is that what you needed to know?"
I think you'll have to spell it out for me in a bit more detail.
Ah, sorry. So, yes, I'm remembering more of the dream now. There was a man in red and black, but not really a man. He was sent by his master to find an amulet.
He mustn't
Varith.
find it.
Varith, that was his name. The one I dreamed of.
Oh crap!
You know this name?
Yes, Varys
He's,
is the chief of security.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's
Well,
the guy.
formerly the chief of security, currently
Not a
acting
man.
Lord Mayor.
Oh.
Searches
I-
even now.
Iska does not pay attention to politics.
Wait. The
Also,
dream
I-
is clarifying. I see you, all of you. You walk through a stone to escape this district.
Eh?
Does that mean anything to you?
Well, I know there's the keystone that Keystone's named after.
Didn't we walk through an enchanted boulder to get
It's
through
true.
the bridge?
Well, and there's the Stone of the Sphere of the Seers.
Wasn't there a fucking
Ah.
boulder covering the bridge?
Well, we didn't walk through it. We had to,
And
like,
it's a
uncover
fucking
it.
dream by an insomniac, like by a religious insomniac.
The school, the Stone of the Seers, yes.
What the?
Perhaps that is what I dreamed of, walking through the stone.
She's very suggestible. Is she?
I cannot say for sure, but I think that your fate may lie there.
In the rocks.
I'm afraid she doesn't send us dreams. Do you remember any details that could help us to find the way that is set for us?
She appears to like close her eyes for a moment. You entered the stone. And then you exited somewhere else, somewhere further away from the stone. Perhaps it is a means of travel.
Mhm.
For somebody who can see dead people, Iska has no patience for this prophetic bullshit.
Well, we can go to the school, see what we find.
Must
Well.
warn you, there is a fire in the stone. I do not know what that means.
It's okay, we have a fireproof bird man. He also made friends with Winter.
Are there any other warnings you have to give? Or advice?
Is all of the dream I can recall.
Before we depart, do you know anything about why the Church of Pharasma would be empty?
Also dead.
One moment.
With their eyes burned out. Repeating corruption has... What was it? Corruption has come or corruption is here?
Corruption has come.
Repeating corruption has come.
Not a dream, but a nightmare.
That indeed, yes.
I
Eyes
tried to
usually are
block
burned
it.
out in the nightmares.
I tried to block it from my memory. Something corrupted by one who dwells deep within the earth. Painted that place.
That is, there's something that dwells deep within the earth. Happen to be a woman with white hair and creepy red eyes and very gross smell.
Perhaps, though, she seems more of the product of that thing than the thing itself. It is twisted from what it once was.
Most things are. You get old enough, you become the villain.
If you
Well.
receive any more dreams that are relevant to our tasks,
I like how you had to specify relevant.
can you send word to the Temple of Callistria?
I believe so, if I find myself in the waking world enough to do so.
Varith must not find what he is searching for.
Yes, you are right. The dreams I saw show unpenetrable darkness, if he gets it, but it is not directly because of him. There's something else.
Yeah, he serves a master.
It is. The dreams are confused and twisted. But if he acquires this, it will lead to this darkness. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Well, I suppose it is our task to untwist the skein.
Indeed. Now, if there is nothing else I can help you with, I do believe my mistress is calling me again. She starts to slowly move towards her bed.
You've been of great assistance. Sleep well.
Thank you. I wish you the best. And she lays down in her bed.
Learn something new every day. Today I learned Iska has no patience for prophetic insomniacs.
Desmond's. Okay.
Desmond's.
Amity went to a divination-based school. She knows how to talk to people who see futures.
Yeah, I could not help all of these sarcastic comments that Iska was making. I was just like, Iska's just fucking done with. It's like, oh wow,
I'm
the
sure
corrupt
she's heard
man
it
is
before.
corrupt.
Don't worry about it.
There's a conspiracy. So helpful, thanks. And a
So
rock.
head
I
to
learned something
school.
new. There's a rock. It's a teleporting rock.
All right, so where are you guys going next?
I don't know.
I guess to the school.
Okay.
Can I do a society check to think of anyone who would be like a good contact person there, or?
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, you went to the school, right?
Right.
Yeah, you were a student. Yeah, you know the headmaster, of the school. Let me give you her name. I did change her from the lore book just in case, like, somebody's watching that.
I am not, in fact.
You
I've
are
been
the
here.
Lord
I've been to Magnamar. I've been to Magnamar enough times where I know like the cliff notes of basically most things.
So yeah, the headmaster's name. She's a gnome, Aethelward Myrtlehelm. And I mean, you've worked with her before. You work with the lead professor of divination, whose name is Quirion. Let me write that down.
Is he gay? Get it?
Anytime
Get it?
you make
He
the
is-
DM break out his name generator is a good time.
One of my
actually-
favorite things is making the DMs give me names for things that should not have been named. My last DM was really bad at coming up with the names on the spot, and they were almost all transparent anime references, specifically One Piece. So when I would make fun of him for it, he started coming up with names, lists of names to use, because if he didn't, I would name them, and they were always Steve or Bob. Occasionally
Probably
Harold.
confusing pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Professor Quirion might be the best to help us interpret a dream. His professor of divination.
Boy.
So you guys want to head to the stone?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So you make your way through the city again, back to the Stone of Seers.
We can't break into the Church of Pharasma until nightfall, anyways.
Yeah.
And
But I do very want to know.
as you get to the stone, there is a note posted on the door, and it says, "The school will be closed due to the recent incident until further notice. Signed, Headmaster Myrtleheim."
Oh, helpful.
Hmm.
We should probably knock
Understand.
this time.
Do I know of a student bar?
Student bar? You mean
Yeah.
like a club?
I mean, there's always
Like,
the one bar that all the students.
Oh, a
Yeah.
bar. Like okay, like you go to. I mean, there are some around here. So yeah, you go to a tavern where students are known to frequent.
Yeah, I think this might be time to use some society skills to track down Professor Quirion.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. And also
Okay.
use your childhood, your college contacts.
Unless anybody has a better idea.
My next idea was break in. So, probably not.
Last time we got caught doing that. Maybe
Yeah,
can
that's
find
because we
somebody-
went in through the front door like idiots. This time we break in through
There's
the back
not
door.
as
It's not as busy
many.
down here.
Yeah, it's not as busy here.
We're also
this
not
is
on the
the
main road
school.
anymore.
Yeah, the church is like right on the main street. This is a school, like you have to walk down a ways to get to it. It's more isolated, especially since it's a magic school and they don't want people like, magic
wandering
incidents
in.
happening, affecting everybody.
Are we breaking in then?
Please, why not?
Well,
We were so successful the last time.
I realize how much I
Lucian-
can make fun of if certain people know I broke into the school when it was closed.
Well,
They will never know.
Lucian kind of flexes his shoulders and kind of preps, looks around and preps to get the door open.
We could go to the big door this time. It will be less squished.
Amity will cast Figment to cover up what you're doing.
It works too.
And Lucian's going for the door.
Go for it.
Critical
All right.
success.
We could just
probably.
knock too.
Yep. Yeah, so the door, it didn't have any kind of magical enchantment on it. It opens, pretty easily to you.
This is really good hot chocolate.
And you are in.
Oh,
Get it
cool.
wrong. It's only hot chocolate when I drink it.
Is this
So-
a joke? I don't understand.
Yes, because I'm hot.
Yeah, I
Okay,
get it.
if you say
get
so.
So,
Is it because you're in
Uh,
Florida and you're sweaty?
Yeah, all the time. That's why I got the Hawaiian shirt.
Gross.
I have a shirt just like that. Anyway, as you walk in,
It's very dad
to the
energy,
school-
Josh.
Oh,
The
well, I
entrance
mean, come
hall.
on.
Yeah.
Yes, you are a father. I am aware.
So, as you walk into the school, you see there's some like statues around. Amity, you're fairly familiar with
Wait, hang
this.
on. Sean, are you implying I'm not hot? Fuck you. Sorry.
Gosh.
Continue.
Yes. You hear a message, like a spoken message, start to just kind of like blare out of the air as you walk in. And the message says, in the voice of Headmaster Aethelred Myrtlehelm, "This is Headmaster Aethelred Myrtlehelm. The school is currently closed, and to prevent any negative activities or unleashings of negative entities, we have placed protective enchantments on the school. If you do not leave within 10 seconds, I cannot be held responsible for the consequences.
Do I know what the doors off this hallway lead to?
We probably should have seen this coming.
Yeah. This door, which it's not locked, it's a practice chamber where students practice abjurations against like minor summons entities and things like that.
Okay.
This is the alchemy classroom.
How big are
And
they?
that leads, this one here leads to the student dorm.
What's straight ahead?
Straight ahead is the main dining hall.
And that spiral staircase right there?
So it just leads up to like a small storage area.
Convenient.
All right. So I'm
Amity will
presuming-
shout out, Professor Muddleham is a student, and I have need of you. And then runs.
On pause.
I'm closing the door behind us, though.
I'm gonna run to the. I don't know. I'm gonna stand in the middle and wait, I guess.
Since you guys aren't leaving,
Oh yeah, we're totally not.
We're about
you
to get
just put
fucking,
yourself
like-
in position, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
We're gonna get
Oh.
like fucking destroyed.
No,
Oh,
the fighter is going to fight. All right, so getting.
Amity, there is a statue.
Lucian,
right here.
what's an abjuration?
Are the statues new? I'm not used to the statues.
What statues?
No, they're always there. They're always there.
Are we rolling initiative now? We're rolling initiative.
Roll society.
Oh,
Amity only, because she went to the school.
never mind then.
Yeah, no, you don't know. Okay.
Sorry, you still need my initiative.
So, the statues start to move.
That's a good roll.
And yeah,
Oh,
No,
I moved right
that's-
beside a different statue. Darn it.
yes.
I couldn't
Unfortunately.
see one.
Oh, good. I'm not very close to the
Yeah,
statues.
you couldn't see
Stubborn sod hound. Sod as in
Alright.
dirt or sod as in sodomy?
it. Definitely dirt.
Just wanted to check. I'm
If
sorry.
it was the latter, I feel like there'd be a lot bigger questions about what the fuck's going on in this.
Listen, I work at a sex store. It warps your perception of certain things.
Okay. The sod hound turns
I almost
first.
made an insanely bad joke. Oh god, I'm sorry.
Make it. How bad was it? Like,
I was gonna say, it's like I was gonna
Okay.
say, wait, no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna
So the
make
sod-
it.
oh, that
hound.
bad, huh?
The sod hound bites you, Anthony, and it does
bites
15
you, bites
damage.
you, bites you.
and it knocks you down.
Okay.
Like it bites you and knocks you on the ground.
Oof.
Oh, they actually changed how knockdown works. It's actually
Oh, they
updated in the
did?
new Foundry. You get a map-free check instead of instantly knocking you down.
How
Basically,
does that work?
you do an athletics check against
But
them to.
But monsters don't have to worry about map if they have the ability.
Yeah.
So wait, does this count for a monster ability?
Yes. The monster ability knockdown was changed from a free grab or trip or maneuver to you getting to roll the athletics check for the maneuver instead.
So I roll it.
Yes, you would roll an athletics check against Amity's reflex DC to avoid being tripped.
Okay. Justin.
That's weird, but
Oh,
okay.
he's got okay.
Yeah, athletics. I mean, yeah, athletics.
Yeah, I'm down.
Versus
I wasn't worried about it. I was probably down.
Yeah, no,
Wait.
she's not the most athletic.
All right, so yeah, knocks you down and attempts to bite you again, but misses.
How did you miss? Prone
All right,
target.
Amity.
Amity, without getting up, is going to
Roll.
crawl backwards 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And magic missile.
Okay.
I'm not actually well set up for things that don't have brains.
You know,
It means a dog.
it's a dirt
So
dog.
he can take 2 of these.
Okay.
Hey, damage.
All right, you see like patches of dirt get knocked off of this thing as the magic missile slam into it. And that was your turn, right?
Yep.
Turk.
Alright, step 1. Engage the mode.
Engage the mode.
Engage the mode, yes.
Which mode?
In this case, fire mode.
Nice.
Who do I want to go after?
Well, if you've got fire mode, the ice golem's not a bad choice.
The thing is, I don't actually do fire damage with it.
What about
then,
wood
then
damage?
I'll go after him.
What about the wood guy?
Oh, this does do slashing damage. I might go after the wood guy.
There you go.
I'm holding a burning hands for those two.
I'm gonna go target, and then this is my deal. Flashing spark.
All right. Yep.
13 on the first attack.
Does seem to resist some of it.
Rude.
And I'll try a normal fist attack.
Also resist some of that.
Ouch. Physical damage, not the best thing for this. Ocean.
Alright. So, I probably didn't have my weapon drawn because we were walking into a magic school, so,
We were
probably
walking
didn't
to a
have my
closed
Falcon
magic
drawn.
school.
Well, I mean, you did hear that the security will be activated in 10
Morning.
seconds. So.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah.
if it did say I would have drawn my sword. I
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
that part of the recording. I think the proper play is stride. I'm going to strike at the Sodhound. We're going to do a combat assessment. So I'm going to strike it. Striking the earth.
Oof.
No, that is not striking the earth.
Hero
And I
point
will
Hero
be
point.
attempting a combat grab.
Yeah.
Connecting, he is now grabbed.
All right, nice.
I am now holding the dog with my dynamo.
Okay, you got the dog.
Congratulations on your new dog.
Yeah, and the dog does seem to take full damage from your attack. And was that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Wood Golem's turn. Wood Golem's got Turk right here. So, the Wood Golem, you see, like, splinters, like, start to almost, like, break off of it. And it, like, waves its arm out. And, splinters stream towards... Here, look at the range. Oh, yeah. Splinters go towards everybody.
Oh. I don't like that.
Oh shit, it's photon array. Shout out to the sing in chat who play Marvel 3.
Oh, it did it just once. Okay, hold on. I just had to do it individually for everybody.
Yeah.
So, missing you, Turek.
Yeah.
Iska, it hits you.
Fuck.
Ow.
You know, I
Amity.
moved back towards the door so this wouldn't happen.
Oh dear.
Ouch.
Oh no.
No!
Critical
Amity,
hit.
Oh
Ouch.
no.
what happened to your fucking plot armor? Holy shit!
That was at me, wasn't it?
No, that was
The
Amity.
plot armor vanished
That
as
was an
soon as we
Amity for
actually
sure.
got
That
into
was
the
an
city,
Amity.
it seems.
I have 3 hit points left. I'm not dead
It's
yet.
for emotional,
Emotional damage.
yeah.
Okay, and missing
Yeah.
Lucian. So, it's got 1 action left, and it's going to try to attack Turek with fist. Misses.
Maximum map.
Maximum map, yep. Iska, you're up.
I don't like any of what's happening.
You think I'm fond of it?
No, you're almost dead. Which means instead of being able to attack, I gotta heal you. So, I'm gonna do a 2-action heal on Amity.
Okay. And we got healed for 15.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Amity applies the healing.
Right. I thought I could just apply it to her. Obviously not. And then I shield.
Okay. Ice Golem.
Entitled Ice Golem.
He's a real fucking Karen.
Yeah. He's going to talk to the manager all over Turek.
All over Turek. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. We are in, like, what I'm assuming is some sort of, like...
Oh.
That's a lot.
Ow.
That's a lot.
Ow.
You don't even have cold
Ooh,
resistance?
misses.
No, I have fire resistance.
What was the point of being possessed by the fairy winter?
Okay,
got
the dice do not like you guys.
No
Yeah, this-
kidding.
This city, ever since we came into this city, things have not really been going our way.
Okay, so Lucian, it's just like trying to bite you because you have it grabbed and it misses every time. Amity, you're up.
It's just kind of like holding its jaws back with one hand.
Here's the problem. The most effective thing I have right now is a burning hands on a wood guy and an ice guy. And unfortunately, people get annoyed at me when I cast it with Turek in the middle.
If you hold your turn, I might be able. I
Oh.
think I can get out of the way.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
directly
so
after
Amity's
you.
going to move to where she can get a good one off.
Well, I don't think you can split your actions up, but you can delay your entire
Yeah, you can delay your turn until after Turek.
Because he's
I-
right.
Free action, I yell to Turek, get out of the way, and delay.
Got it.
All right.
All right, hold on. I have to fix the initiative. There we go. Go ahead.
All right. So, one action. Actually, I don't know if these guys. I don't know if these guys have attack of opportunity, but just to play it safe, I'm gonna step,
Okay.
just so I don't. If they do, I don't get hit by 2.
All right. Yeah. No damage, obviously.
And you know what? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
can
think
work with that.
if I go here, I should be good, right?
Yeah, I can work with that.
Alright. I'll use a second action to step here, just to, because I got hit pretty
Okay.
bad. I'm avoiding attacks of opportunity, and then I'm just gonna wallop this guy.
All right.
Having some experience with ice monsters before, if a memory, we've fought. Turk has fought ice monsters, these sorts of things before, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Inside his own head.
Yep.
So I would probably remember that bludgeoning actually does pretty well against them.
Mm,
Nice.
well.
Because I
Not
seem
this
to
one.
remember him
Oh wait, yeah.
when
No, you're
fought
right.
these before.
You're right.
Because when he fought these before, so he's
Mhm.
gonna go with basic, basic
Nice.
There you go.
for just basic punches. 30 damage on the first
Ooh.
punch. Yeah. No resistance for you.
No resistance.
And second attack. Normal hit.
Nice.
Alright. Now, Amity,
Go for it.
it's toasting time.
Go here, I think. And cast
Oops.
Burning Hands. Shift. I can't remember how to rotate it.
Hold shift, I think.
Ah, there we go. Thanks. Cast like that. Sorry, classroom.
Okay. Less amount of damage.
I don't know why it's putting the Sawhound in there. Clearly he's not in the target range.
Okay, yeah, so this does have an effect on the golems. Weakness.
Yeah, it should be a reflex save from the Ice Golem and the Wood Golem. Save DC 22. I don't know why it's saying the Sawhound. I don't have him targeted.
They actually don't get a save, I think.
They don't?
They golems are weird. They have something called golem anti-magic that basically makes them immune to all magic except one specific type. And then when they get hit by that type, they just take a set amount of damage. Like, it doesn't do the effect of the spell.
Weird.
Yeah. That they're renaming the whole entire category and dropping the anti-magic thing. So
That's
And
honestly good. I'd prefer them just having
It is
like
a little
specific
confusing.
resistances than having a weird mechanic.
That
It's
is
like
a weird
weird helm. It's like fighting helmed horrors back in 5e. It's weird.
and not only
Never saw
that, but as you hit these two with fire, their movement seems to slow down.
Ooh, spicy.
Oddly enough, they take the exact damage of Burning Hands at 46.
Is that a coincidence or just Josh?
No, that's the listed thing.
So,
Nice.
all right.
Oh, and I'm still on the ground apparently because I'm just
So-
crawling everywhere now.
It's just the Amity worm.
If you're not
So-
attacking with melee weapons, it's easier.
I'm still grappling this one at the moment, so I'm going
Mhm.
to. Well, I need to athletics to sustain the grapple, but first thing I'm going to do is actually release him as a free action, so he's no longer immobilized.
Okay.
I'm going to do a snagging strike against him.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay, yeah, it's looking like it's in bad shape.
I'm going to do a... Yeah, I got nothing for it. He's off guard, though, but... I'm gonna hit him again.
Yeah, so it just, like, shatters into a bunch of earth.
Alright, and then for my third action, I'm going to... I think the proper play is striding to here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Wood Golem is up.
Is he sneaky though?
2 actions.
Yeah, he's got 2 actions. He's going to move here and try to attack Lucian with his fist. Rolling a 4. Iska.
Oh yay! I get to do a thing. What is the thing that I shall do? Where did my mouse go? Really? Why are we doing this? I am going to. I don't have any fire-based spells. No, wait, I have Searing Light, but that seems like a lot. That's a third spell. But
Don't feel bad. The only other one I have is Fireball. Probably not the place for it.
Yum.
I can't imagine wood is good with electricity.
But it's probably going to have no effect.
Oh. Yeah, I guess the only thing I have is Searing Light. It's the only useful thing I have.
It is fire.
It's divine, it's fire, good, and light, so. If the target is a fiend or undead, you deal an extra 5d6. Okay. I'll hit the ice golem. Yes.
Unfortunately misses.
A waste of a level 3 spell. And then I shoot.
Okay. So the ice golem is next. The ice golem opens his mouth and lets forth breath of ice. That.
Rude, that's mine.
Does that have a arcane cold evocation? Nope, nothing. I can't react to it.
Yeah. Okay, so Turok and Iska reflex saves.
Ow!
Don't.
You know what? I might hero point this.
That's a success, Iska. It's DC 20.
Oh, nice. Which means
So
I take.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hero point this just for the hope, because that's a lot of damage, and that's over half my current health.
That's okay. I have heal spells.
You hear
Yeah,
one in
this
the roll again?
goes-
I have hero pointed, so I take half.
Half. Yep.
Congrats.
The gamble has paid off.
Congrats.
Rarely
gamble
does, but
never
it did this
works.
time.
All right.
Turok.
Oh yeah, it's slowed too. Never mind.
All right.
He slowed
And I
one.
guess- You know what? You know what?
Mhm.
You know what? It's been a while. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Okay.
Razzle him.
I think you tried to wrestle the ice golem in your mind too.
Yeah,
No,
you
you got
only
him.
wrestle the icy one, the slippy ones.
And apparently, and then flurry of blows with normal fists, which is good because they also have agile.
Okay.
I like to think that you just sort of get them in a headlock and start like fucking just punching them in the face. Like so
No, more
that they don't,
accurately,
like,
I get them in an arm bar and just start headbutting them.
That's
Nice.
significantly more badass than the fucking high school bully from the 90s. I think I was thinking. Just like an aggressive noogie. Really.
And for my final action,
What's hurt?
you know, I'll take one more map 8 attack. Hey, it hits.
Nice. Stop dying.
Bless you.
Is it dead
Yeah.
yet? Is it shattered?
Yes.
What is it with you and your fucking death effects, Josh?
Oh god.
It's not me, it's Pathfinder.
I don't like it.
It sort of just fucking like grabs it and just starts to headbutts it repeatedly.
Yes, and as you headbutt it that last time, it just
explodes.
explodes into sharp ice shards. So everybody reflex save.
Success! Yay!
Honestly, the death effects are a bit much.
They're
I
a
take
little,
no
they're a
damage.
lot, yeah.
Woo!
Oh good, I succeeded.
Okay, so 2 crit successes. So Turok and Iska take half
Yeah.
of both of these.
Half of 2 kinds of okay. Oh, I need to select myself.
And that was your turn, right?
It won't
That
let
is
me
my
fucking
turn.
select myself. It won't let me give myself half the damage.
Yeah, that is the
Oh,
end
is
of
that right?
Turk's turn. Amity is up.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, it won't
No?
let me.
Okay.
Even after I apply.
Amity,
There we go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Amity just pats both the guys on the shoulders. Says, "You've got this. You've got this. You'll do great."
You're
And
prone.
goes away.
Oh, so you just give them a thumbs up and wiggle away.
Yes, I do. I have no more fire.
Do the little Amity wiggle. The Amity
All
I'm
right,
gonna
shimmy.
go over here.
The Amity
I'm
shimmy?
gonna stand up,
Wiggle.
Okay.
You know they made a wiggles
and I'm
documentary?
gonna shield
All right.
in that
Lucian.
order.
Got it.
Wiggle, stand, shield.
All right, we're going to. I really want to add one of these to my collection, so I'm going to combat assessment this golem.
Okay.
Collection? Are you a trophy
Because
hunter?
if I recall knowledge on one creature of a category, I get bonuses on recalling other creatures of that category.
You've never once made a successful combat assessment, except for the guy with the burning blood.
I'm going
that's-
to reroll this.
Oh,
Hello.
There we go.
I stand corrected. You've made 2 successful combat assessments.
It's not a bad damage roll either.
And
Nice.
then I'm going to recall knowledge with a bonus. I should be getting a +2 on this because it was critical hit off combat assessment.
Okay. So when you hit it, you slice through it. A splinter came off of it, and jabbed you in the shoulder.
Ah, shit.
Ow.
And he learned things from the splinter. He has a flashback.
I'd learn things from that. All right, you roll.
No,
You
Yeah,
roll.
he gets a split. He hits it and just gets it like a splinter on his finger.
So
Okay.
it should be like I should get like a +4 to it because it's +2 from combat assessment. DC lowered by 2 for using.
He
a
learned
lower
that it's
skill.
made out of wood.
All right, so if you get a +4, then it did not account for here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically, because it's DC's lowered by 2 for being a lower skill, and I get a +2 for it being a crit off combat assessment.
Okay, so you got 3 successes.
Okay, that's all I needed. Is does he have a death effect on him?
Probably.
It's not a death effect. He has a reaction when you hit him.
Yes.
Which you just learned about.
And it's, ouchie.
Is there anything else you want to know about?
Not at present.
Okay.
I will ask to recall them as needed.
You also know that he's vulnerable to the spell Shape Wood.
Okay.
Well, that's
yeah.
not helpful, but thank you.
All right. Cool. That's 1, 2. I'm going to raise my shield.
Okay.
But if I ever go
Yeah.
up against a wood golem with a luthier in my party, that'll be super helpful.
Alright.
Take a hedge trimmer to him.
Just destroy the wood golem and turn into a nice armoire.
All right. Wood
I'm going
golem punches
to-
you, Lucy.
I'm going to be
Carpenter.
blocking this.
I don't know why my first thought was fucking somebody who makes loots.
And then it misses horribly. This guy.
Yes.
Hi, yes. Hello. I would like a little bit of fire. And I wish it had bones, but it doesn't. Fuck you!
So it's 9:51. If you've got a hero point,
Yeah, you know what?
I'm gonna use it.
Fuck you, yeah.
Oh my god.
I hate you. I hate God. I hate Desna. And most of all, I hate the dice. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming to my TED Talk.
They hate you too. It's okay.
I'm aware. I am extremely, painfully aware.
All
I
right.
don't know what else is in the chat, but I'm constantly updating my notes whenever I recall knowledge on something.
Step 1. Move
Away from
Move
the
into
splinters.
dominance asserting position.
Wait. Are you talking about his recall knowledge, or is this what you're doing?
This is what I'm doing. Step 1, move into the asserting dominance position.
Really? Because my first thought is the position I used with the dog to get him away from the vacuum cleaner, which was,
You know what? I'll give...
Which was, basically fronting on the dog. He was a Pomeranian for the record.
I forgot to target him, but I'm assuming a 21 does not successfully grapple this guy.
I know the chat can't see it, but it
what
looks
is that
stupid.
against? AC?
That is against...
Fortitude?
Against Fortitude, I believe.
No.
Alright. Then... I shall simply... attempt to hit him.
Really?
And you attempted
You gonna stick your ass out?
Hit him, not hit on him.
You said sinfully.
Did he use his reaction?
Simply.
He did.
He
I
did
heard
use it
simply,
on you.
and I thought it was funny.
And he hasn't
But
had a
his
turn
turn's
yet.
after. Yeah, it's his turn after.
No, he has had his turn. So
You're right. Okay, you're right. He gets his reaction. Thank you.
Same team, Sean.
Yeah, Sean, how dare you?
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
no,
I
never mind.
appreciate
He has
it.
to be within my range.
Ooh, natural 20!
That's not good.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean.
I am at 1 hit point.
Sean.
Yeah?
What the fuck, Sean?
Gotta keep the gameplay fair.
Sean. No, you don't.
Because yeah.
You absolutely fucking don't, actually.
That is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Baby.
What did Sean do?
Reminded
he
the
just
DM that you
reminded
almost
me,
and got you killed.
He made the game fair because
No,
you know,
to
I
be
didn't,
fair,
so.
I would have reminded him because that is how the rules work.
Yeah, totally.
And this
It's
is
not
why
optional, it
Iskas
just
and
happened.
Amity have flexible morals, and Turks probably wouldn't if he
Magic
wasn't
doesn't work
too
on this
naive
guy,
to
right?
have no. What?
No, this is not a Turk decision.
What's that?
This is a text decision.
Magic
Yeah.
doesn't work on the golem, right? Unless it's fire.
Only fire. Yeah, you know
I
that
have
already.
no
Hey,
fire.
Turek. Have some healing.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
And a
Stop.
shield.
And shield, okay. Lucien.
Alright. Snagging strike.
Is this what I?
There we go.
Just fighting things.
A much needed crit.
Hello!
Ooh.
There we go. There's.
Alright.
There's.
How do you want to do
Holy
this?
shit! That is so much damage.
Seeing how it reacts to previous strikes, he cleverly snaps his blade into his other hand, and then cleaves through them. Kind of, basically trying to, like, force them out of, like, their, like, default, like, position. Because as part of a snagging strike, he's kind of like forcing the creature around. So he'll grab like the tendril. So he grabs the tendril that would have struck me if he still had a reaction, yanks it to the side, and cleaves through it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and as you do this, you just like cut it apart, and you hear like, I don't know if you guys ever like listen to like when lumberjacks chop down a tree, but like sound as the thing just like collapses as it's like more or less cut in half.
That's weirdly specific knowledge that I somehow also have.
Hey, who hasn't heard a tree fall down?
Yeah.
I not personally know. I don't know why I know this.
I heard one fall down outside of my house, was just like terrifying.
It does sound terrifying.
Am I about to not have a living room?
Yeah, right? Well, one went through our garage roof once.
Ow.
All right, Merry Christmas 85 experience for everybody.
It's November.
And you guys, Merry Thanksgiving.
Fuck you.
I mean, it's almost December. There's only like a week and a half left.
Josh, you're Jewish.
I will.
I'm Jewish, like George
So am-
Santos. No, I'm actually literally Jewish, but
I
ethnically.
know. We're both Jewish.
Well, I celebrate everything, and my wife, her parents are Muslim, so I've got like all three Abrahamic religions.
There's a certain amount of consistency there.
Yeah.
How many points out that an alchemy classroom is probably a lovely place to brew some tea?
Yeah. So,
Or a very
it's
dangerous place.
probably-
I'm gonna go eat something inadvisable.
It's probably a good time to like break before we get into something else. We only have like 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good time to end it.
Yeah, we
So-
don't want to deal with whatever bullshit Iska's about to consume.
Yeah, sorry, it's alchemy classroom.
Listen, you let Iska around some unlabeled beakers, and it's going to be a problem.
So we won't
So-
be doing a game on Sunday because I'm gonna have
Thanksgiving?
Lisa's
Thanksgiving
off
weekend.
most of the week, and yeah.
Gross.
But week after that, if everybody's okay with it, we can do a game.
Okay.
And the
I'm
other thing
down
I
for-
want to know. Go
For
ahead.
Sunday of December.
Okay, cool. What are you guys planning on doing? Like, if you have anything in mind, like I know you've had Church of Pharasma, you mentioned going to Underbridge. Let me know, because it's a huge city. So I need to like prepare for what you guys want to do.
He needs to prep
discuss,
maps.
and by the time we
Cool.
play again, we'll be able to tell you something.
Yeah.
Or we'll have
just
forgotten
whenever you figure
everything.
it out, I can prepare something.
I
Or
will
we'll
have forgotten everything.
Yes.
Yeah,
But yeah, thanks guys. It was fun. I'm gonna head out because my wife is waiting for me to watch something.
later.
Okay. Good night.
So
Goodbye.
I will.
If I knew what it was, I'd try to offer
I will-
spoilers. just to
what's
be
that?
fair.
I will work on getting the Turek doc set up
Okay.
to send to Josh.
I may
Okay,
eventually
cool.
finally transcribe my notes on Iska's old squad. I probably
Cool,
won't.
cool,
There's a
cool.
lot of shit going down at work right now.
You also
And
will
I'm
have
also
to-
moving, so like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking for an apartment and all kinds of shit. So like I have no time for anything right now.
Well,
I
good-
am probably
Good
going to
luck
try
with
and
that.
go
That's painful.
finish Kamen Rider W tonight.
Well, at least somebody's
Enjoy.
having fun.
Are you gonna be watching Futopia afterwards?
I
I'm
have
not.
no idea what's happening.
I debated watching, but I think I really want to get into O's.
All right, guys.
Good night.
I'll talk to you all
See ya.
later. Night.
All right. Thank you all for watching. I am free all day on Tuesday. So we may have another stream. Sebastian, don't do that. Who knows? Roll 20s, y'all.